massive goalie.
Yes. Goldberg?
Yeah, they're not winning without Goldberg. Welcome to the Kickball podcast review of week 1. Yeah! Thank you, Sean, for letting me tag team this with you. I have Sean the Man Meredith here with us. I guess we'll say Boston Sean since the Celtics are playing and killing right now. No. They're in the third quarter, and the Celtics have come ahead again. Yeah, we're good. That's fine. Super Sport Seth Sanchez.
Yeah, I guess I'll use this as the first opportunity to plug Busker Festival coming up this weekend. It's a Free State Brewery event staffed by all the bunch of great KVKL volunteers. So come out, spend some money. It all goes to a good cause.
Do you guys still need volunteers for that?
No, man, those spots are coveted now. I opened up this sign-up sheet, and it's filled in like 3 hours, so
nice.
We're good on that, yeah.
All right. Well, if you need a ringer, give me a holler.
All right. Yeah.
Jason Cubby Wong.
Is anyone can create a Netflix account so I can watch the Sausage Party movie, please? I don't have an account. I can't watch the movie. I'm sorry.
Can you just plug into it from your Pornhub account?
What?
Summer Stacy.
Hey, 3 hours is all I have left until it's official. Summer Stacy.
There you go.
Is it so it's Spring Stacy right now?
Yes.
We're in the transition to Summer Stacy. Yeah.
Your mic on?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Apparently it was not on. 3 hours left until I'm officially Summer Stacy. So,
All right.
yeah.
Right.
We'll do that. And Brent, Born to be Radke.
I love it. Much like Stacy, I've got 3 hours left until I'm also in summer mode. So,
right.
Parents, tag you're it in 3 hours.
Good luck.
All right. Don't air this to your kids because you'll get fired. All right. So we're going to jump right into the week 1 review. First game we have is Global Cafe Cold Brews the Honey Badgers 20-5.
I ref this game.
Give it to us.
Okay, well, give Honey Badgers credit. They got 2 runs at the top of the first, and that was all she wrote. Global Cafe was placing all over the place. They exposed the soft belly of the defense with their shortstop and kicked right at the shortstop. Deep kicks, went all over deep, onto the Honey Badgers outfield. They made a couple mistakes, and that allowed. You don't want Global Cafe to run around the bases.
This is a 1, so it was wind out. Probably.
Yeah, wind out. Yeah. But you give them all the pathway to run those bases, they're going to take it. And that's why I ran like 20 runs on Honey Badgers. And for Kenny, he told me this is the first time he's ever been on a team that got run ruled. Kenny Caberline.
Oh,
yeah.
is that what happened?
Yep, he got run ruled by 7 innings. Yeah, and walk-off run rule. Enough already rule. Yep, in the 7th inning.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, a little bit. So yeah, Kenny was a little very embarrassed. Yeah, first time he's ever been run ruled. That's how
I wouldn't want to play them next week unless I was Taco Zone.
So it's just credit to Global Cafe. I know they're missing Cal, who's over there in Italy. Hope she's doing over there. And there was one lady who's never played kickball before, but still they found a way to basically bunt a little bit, but just plays kick and really kick really far. So yeah. So it's just slow start for Honey Badgers. I got some new players there. We'll see. Hopefully they'll be a little bit better. So
All right.
Yep.
Next up, we had the Rejects 69 the Fees 9-6. Anybody see this one?
Who's Recess Rejects? What team is
It
that?
used to be Bunt and Grind.
Oh, Bunt and Grind. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that probably makes sense then. A 3-run spread between those two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dig it. Were you in on this, Cougar? Oh yeah, no, the field switching thing.
Yeah, no, I asked. With field switching thing, I asked for summaries from Kale from late fees. I got nothing. So sorry, I'm useless.
Okay.
Again.
I feel like this is a orchestrated conspiracy to keep me in the dark since I think we're playing fees coming up. Next up, we had. Yep.
So we do have a little bit of breaking news here. 2 pieces of breaking news, actually. Number 1, clear your schedules Thursday night. Lions at 7 p.m. under the lights. Yingling versus Jazz House. We've got that scheduled, field reserved. We are going to do our best to get a full broadcast in as well. Be a first time for a game of the week from Lions. So congratulations for everyone getting that all scheduled and set up. Looking forward to that, getting that last game in for week 1. And then another piece of breaking news, I've got a special guest. We've got Nick Devon is here to let us know what's going to be going on this week from Taco Zone for Game of the Week.
Yeah, just received word that we have a special guest going to be throwing out the first pitch Sunday's Game of the Week. We have Lynette Woodard will be throwing out the first pitch for Taco Zone and Honey Badgers.
Beautiful. Love it.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hey, I called it too.
No, Chris, you did not call it.
Never be called it. All right. Also, I think now is probably the time to mention that that Fees reject score was brought to you by Sean scanning the score sheets, because Mike Z, 950 on base percentage, 0% posting scores percentage. Fuck that guy. Next, we have the Harpies Proton Pack, the Ghosts, 11-7. Anybody catch this one?
Stacy's here.
Yes, I caught that one. Sorry, and also I'm using a voice disguising thing, for my protection.
Is it the Ghost voice?
Anyway, so we started off kind of slow. Had to figure out the wind that was out there. The wind was really brutal this weekend, but after the first inning, we kind of got it together and took advantage of that bunting game that we're pretty good at, and it worked out pretty well. I know we lost a lot of people, and everybody's like, but we had 8 outfielders, and we lost 2 outfielders, so we still have 6.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good problem.
Yeah.
So what's your diagnosis on the Ghosts?
I thought they played a really, really good game. They held us for, they didn't let us get away from them too much. The bunting is where, we
who's
really
playing catcher for them now because they lost Chance. That's a loss.
So Charlie was playing catcher, and I think it was Colton. Yeah, Colton. So
Colton's good.
yeah, he's really good.
All right. Nice job, Stacey.
Yeah.
And I did have some notes here from Katie on the game. They were missing Junior, which threw their defense off just a little bit. They did make some adjustments in the outfield, a couple in the infield, and the catcher. They just was a little bit too late to get the win back. Felt like they kicked very well, but overall just a bit short on offense. And that they did stop bunting when they made their adjustments later in the game. So they felt like, won the second half, missed out on the first half, and just a little bit too late.
All right. So in a similar announcement, Katie and Junior, you only get to use the baby as an excuse once this season, and that was it. If you miss any other games, we're not taking any pity on you.
Yeah.
Did Clay make his game?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Play Mace game, yeah.
I know he couldn't. He couldn't make the podcast last week. So.
Next up, we had Young Spine storm the Tropics 7-4.
Let me take this shot first.
There you go.
Yeah, Cougar!
Yeah.
God damn it!
All right. Somebody get Cougar another shot.
No, I do not. All right. So, Young Spine, they jumped on KBC Tropics early with 3 runs, the first and the second, even though KBC Tropics got run on top of the first. They had a bunch early and kind of shell-shocked the Tropics. I know Tropics going through transition with 7 players departing and all that. So, but credit to Young Spine, their defense. They played a lady over at left field. She held her own really, really well. And the Tropics couldn't get anything going on offense until maybe the 7th inning, and maybe that was too late. So, credit the Young Spine. They're a different team than when the Tropics beat them at the start of the season 2 seasons ago. They're a really good team, and of course they beat Sure Factory in the Twain. and they went 7-3 in the regular season last year. So. Young Spartan's a good team. You gotta look out for them. Yep. So, and they picked up Rydell from now Yingling. So, they're a really good pickup there by Young Spine, Aaron.
One of the 10 teams in the league to pick up somebody from Yingling.
I was going to say, yeah, just watching a couple innings of the Young Spine game on Facebook, it looks like they hit the transfer portal really hard. They got Rylell, obviously. They got Mookie of the Growlers, and then Anthony Harvey, too.
Yeah.
So those three alone, I mean, that's probably the best three-person pickup of the whole league. So Young Spine, like you said, different team than they have been in the past.
Here's Bryson.
I just want to say, Cougar, you said a lot of words there, but as somebody that did watch that game on Facebook twice, I think you need to reflect in the mirror, man, because I'll say, mind you, while you got a lot of new players, I saw 4 basic coaching errors at your base that lost your team the game when you lost by 3. So say what you want, I'm not going to blame you for why your team lost, but you've been in the league longer than I have, longer than anyone has, and that comes on leadership, so step up.
I did.
Thank you, Bryson.
I will say that
whatever.
I did get some information from multiple people and watching the game. My 2 observations: one, first base new player Michael, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Well, I mean,
first time in scorekeeping against a global.
Oh, so you know where this was going?
Yes. First time
scorekeeper
against
scorekeeper.
Honey Badger's Global Cafe. First time scorekeeping. I know where this is going.
Yeah,
that's my fault.
It is your fault. I will say a major shout out, major props to all the other captains across the league this week that had new members reffing or were out there mentoring people, whether it would be at first, third, or scorekeeping or home. I love seeing that. I'm seeing it more now than ever. So great job, guys, other than Cougar.
Thank you.
Also, yes, the base coaching at third was fucking awful.
It was one mistake.
It was Cougar. It was not
I made
one
over
mistake.
there.
Hey,
the other one that he took off from third base to home. I told him, do not take off on a fly ball. And what did he do? He took on a fly ball. Got just doubled up.
Cougar, this has been a repetitive theme in across all of your franchise's losses, whether it be from the middle, bottom, or bottom of the league. It's always someone else's fault when you're base coaching. Stop. Look at, I think Bryson said it best, look in the mirror. If I can acknowledge that I'm the bad guy or when I'm an ass, you gotta realize, man, watch the game back. Just watch the third base coaching.
I'm working on my first Sundays in the Park post, and I think it's going to be third base coach power rankings, and I've gotten one solidified. It's 36, Cougar.
I'm pretty sure he just did that so that I would lose my KBC over Young Spine pick.
Will you?
He did that all so that I couldn't go perfect in the pick'em standings.
No, it's 27-3. That's the reason why I did that. Yeah, so 27-3. Yeah.
Also, this is probably a good time to mention Alex Hammond wanted to bring up, and thank you to Marcus for broadcasting the games again. Fucking champ.
Thank you, Marcus.
One thing that Alex noticed was that we have a lot of catchers moving before the kicks. 90%, Bryson says. And so it's probably a good reminder, if you move in the box before the kick, then it's a base. If you cross the line, it's 2, and that line is vertical.
The only way that's going to get changed or the only way the behavior is going to get changed is if refs start calling it, because refs don't really call that hardly at all. So
I watch for it a lot.
Catchers are not incentivized to stand still at this point. So
it still happens.
I will say they did talk to him a couple of times, but then after that, after the second warning, they should have started
you don't
doing
get
something
2
about it.
warnings.
Well, I know. I mean, apparently he got 2 warnings and then
you get 1
12
warning.
passes after that.
You get 1 warning, then you call it interference, and on the third one, you just punch him in the face.
No,
I'm pretty sure
KBKL's
that's how that works.
gentle parenting. We just keep warning people. We don't ever actually punish them.
Trophy for participation.
I disagree with this.
Yeah, I've been called for it 1 time, and he gave me a warning, and actually the ref was from Young Spine. Completely fair. If you give someone a warning, and then they call you on the next one, and you throw a fit, fuck off. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Just fuck off.
Yeah, I'm into that. Yeah, let's keep an eye on that. All right, next up we had the Taco Zone Bone the Squids 6-4. Anybody got anything on this one?
I got a text message from Angela about this. Hang on, just a moment.
Yeah, I heard Angela said the squids didn't belong in the same field as Taco Zone.
That's not true.
Oh, is that not what
Here's
she
what
said?
Angela said. All right, here we go. Wind blowing in super hard, so we butted more than we usually plan to. We let bases loaded quite a few times, and they left runners on multiple times as well. But since kicks weren't landing, it was hard to get them in. I'd say it was a good game considering it was the top matchup and first game of the season. Love Garden got a couple new pickups who show potential on both ends of the ball. The left field is a collegiate goalie with a great throw home in and an interference play to get Noah out with bases loaded. From Angela.
Good.
From Taco Zone.
Thanks, Angela. Yeah, that was one of my observations about this week, is that there was only one team that beat the shit out of another, and for the most of the rest of it, they were relatively close. I mean, we had a couple outliers, but generally speaking, I think this is like a good week one. Next up, Empire gives the Scoonies the slip, 11-10, just barely. Speaking of close wins,
1-0.
Yeah.
First time ever in franchise history, you guys. Congrats.
Yeah, degenerates. What do you have to say for yourselves for not writing that off as a win for us?
I think. Well, we didn't cover this in the actual Degenerates podcast.
We
It was
did.
on like
It's
the
true.
main
We did.
podcast, right?
Cougar did say who we were going to beat. Scoonies was not on that list.
No.
Oh, excuse me, Cubby.
Yeah. Cubby.
So,
Thank you.
while my team also sits 1-0, his is 0-1.
Yeah, undefeated for the season. There you go. Nice work. Do you you have any comments about the game itself?
John from Scoonies is fast as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Incredibly fast. Yeah, they're incredibly fun. Like, every time we play them, it's always a close game. It's never a major blowout. I played them like 3 times in the last 3 years. They had a bunch of new bodies this year, and we noticed they were kind of moving around, and so I just kind of told my team, just keep doing what you're doing. There's nothing you're going to do to fucking not win this game. Just keep fucking playing how you're playing. Because I had noticed they really only had a few people who were staying consistent, and so we tried to take advantage of that as best as we could. Yeah, John is a huge fucking difference maker for that guy. Like, that guy is stupid fast. Stupid fucking fast. Like, he could just flat out bun it on me, and there was nothing I could do about it. Like, I'll bow down to him.
Sorry, guys. Shout out to Anna and Rosa, the best captains in the league, in my opinion. No matter what the score is, they keep the same temper, and that rubs off. Because we were down by 4 at some point, and Anna and Rosa just kept it chill, and they didn't change the temperature to the dugout, and we won by 1. So shout out to those beautiful, awesome ladies for keeping us in line.
Nice, Arvel. Yep, you guys doing it the right way.
And
Slow and steady, right?
Well, I guess it depends on your preference, but yeah.
So, on a completely related side note, I did talk to Arvel before the podcast, and originally we had it slated, but he had me updated that Brant's nickname is Brant Sith Apprentice Radke, because unfortunately the council has not appointed him as a Jedi yet.
Oh. Well, you're stepping on my my younglings take. All right. Next up, we got Post House Ex Machina JDE 4-3. Anybody see this one?
I got a summary from Simon. Just a moment.
Was this Post House game? I ref this game. I did ref this game. Post House, incredibly fast from top to fucking bottom. JDE's outfield had a ton of incredible catches. There was one of them that could have easily caused them a ton of fucking problems, but the guy reached out and just fully extended. I don't know who the fuck it was.
It was left field, right? Josh?
Yes. Yeah, that guy.
I thought Josh played first base. Am I wrong for thinking that?
They used to.
Yeah, he was fucking moving out.
Yeah,
that was
that-
an insane catch.
That dude fucking had an absolute killer of a catch. No, super easy. Like, I was kind of fucking stressed going into reffing that game, knowing that, great, 2 teams that are going to take this very, very, very fucking serious. And
Well, it was close and nobody complained as far as I could tell. So
no, like
did a
they were
good job.
they were both super chill about it. Like, I would 1,000% like ref that game again. Like, I would not fucking have any regrets about doing it again, because I know how, like, cutthroat some people are about this shit. And then to go into a game like that and to, like, not have my ass chewed was kind of cool. So
Nice.
shout out to both of those teams. I hope they win every fucking game.
My take watching that was that, like, Post House should have won by 10, and at the same time, JDE should have won the game. And I know that, like, might sound weird, but if you, like, Nick might agree, might not, but, like, Post House should have won by 10. They were so much better than them until they weren't, and then, like, JDE absolute fumbled the bag not winning that game, like, based off what happened after the 6th inning.
That's JDE's.
Yeah, JDE in a nutshell.
Yeah, they are old and wise and keep themselves in games they have no business winning.
By the way, here's Nick from Post House. What you got?
I think it was a really good game across the board. I think everybody played really well. There weren't many errors to go around that I recall. I think it was a pretty straight up game. That it was a pretty grit and grind kind of game. If you get on base, like if you scored a run in an inning, it was a big win. Post House played amazing defense pretty much through and through the entire game. I don't think we really had one inning that really killed us. The only time we kind of looked at each other like something might happen here is when they had bases loaded, and I think John was up, and he ended up hitting a little blooper over first base, and Simon caught it for the end of the inning. So that's about the only time that we saw something that was like, shit, something could happen here. We might have to step up again, but it was pretty good. I think everybody played really well, and considering all the new pieces on the team, I think everybody gelled pretty well, and we're ready and excited to show you what we have.
Yeah, good pickups there with Josh and Becca. So it was really good pickup for you guys.
Becca played really well.
Yeah.
Dakota played really well.
Dakota too, sorry, yeah.
And people Simon brought in from Kansas City were really good too. We're missing, I think, 2 people, but other than that, we kicked some ass.
Wait, you guys got extra jurisdictional players? Fuck you guys, I'm out. Get the fuck out of here. Kansas City.
I'm not sorry about it. I'm not sorry about it.
Thanks, Nick. We appreciate
you.
Yeah,
of course.
All right. Also, what I still don't understand what Post House is. Is that like where Jazz House has its after party?
I think it's like a production company, isn't it? Post House?
I thought it was just like Post Jazz House.
No, I think it's a real company here in
the
town.
house is spelled the same way. It just feels weird we have 2 teams in the league spelling house wrong. All right. Next up, we got R-Bar decapitates asteroid heads 7-5.
I got a summary from Chris Robinson from R-Bar.
Yeah, go.
He's like, quote, I believe they started with 1 run at the top of the first. We answered with, I think, 3 runs at the bottom of the first. After that, we started scoring a couple every other inning, and so it clamped down on defense. So I believe it was 7-1 at one point. We let them claw back a bit and finished game 7-5 for the final score. So we had some good defensive plays. Dre had a great catch over his shoulder right field. I don't know the kicker's name, but he hammered the ball. Dre ran towards the fence and caught maybe 6 feet or so from the fence. Kevin, his brother, also had a nice catch from left field right towards the diamond. He was able to make the grab and jog to second base for a double play on a runner that didn't tag up. James on our team kicked a in the park home run. Drew, who is new to playing on the field, playing infield, R-Bar OG though, has several solid catches playing shortstop and made several outs at second base. That's Chris.
Cougar, I would pay money to stand and watch you read Moby Dick in front of a crowd. Sean, you got something?
Is that my new side project?
I believe it was Pat who kicked the kick that was
Fucking
almost
laser.
to the fence that Dre caught, like running backwards. Yeah. It was an amazing catch.
So there was a couple notes on here from the score sheets. Dre, amazing catch at the fence on a Watkins bomb. Also, Pat Watkins must be a gray alien. Who the fuck kicks like that?
I think his philosophy on kicking, I think he's explained it to me one time, is run as fast as you can from the fence and kick it as hard as you can. I was like, oh, that's all it takes. Okay, great. I'll be kicking home runs soon.
That doesn't work.
Pop-up party.
He also had many assists, like, passes with his feet to the first baseman. Like, he kicked it at least... I'm on.
Okay, there you go.
All right, it was like at least 3 passes with his feet to first base.
That's the Pat Watkins special.
Yeah.
The full Pat experience.
Last but not least, on the other side of the scorecards, it said Lindsay, bad bitch, rover catch. Asteroid ladies banked up those runs. Great catch by Andrew to end it on a great kick. So, good job, everybody. It was pretty warm on Sunday, so I'm glad we started off the season with a nice, hot, muggy, 92-degree day. Just push you right into the warm season of the summer of Kansas. Anyways, here's Ben.
So I have a question about this because we did a bet on the Degenerates podcast about over-under rainouts. Does the single game of the week rainout count? I think it does.
Yes, I think it does. Yeah.
I didn't bet on that, but I'm saying yes.
Woo.
I would say
It
yep.
was 90 degrees on Sunday. We are getting heated out this year.
Now, I will say that if this were Vegas and it were a parlay and it were postponed due to rain, they would push your bet.
Yeah.
However, this is a rain-centric weather bet. I think you got to give it at least the half. At the end, at worst, you can push.
I would agree with that. At least a 0.5.
I like it.
Bare
Let's
minimum.
call it a half because it was
Yep.
over under 2.5.
Yep.
Beautiful. Okay, so we get the draw is in play.
2 whole weeks to...
All right. Smart. It's very smart. All right. Next up, we had...
The board is like, God, please no.
Let's give the board a break.
Rain is in the forecast for Sunday. So.
Between the scores not getting posted and the kerfuffle that was the refs need to switch both fields, Seth and I were talking. It's like off to a rough start, guys.
Yeah. We figured it out on the fly.
I've been there. That's fine. Next up, we had Sacred Sword slay the Lion 10-7. Red Lion, our sponsor, 944 Mass. They got all the beers on tap.
They're the host.
The host. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Free. Well,
But they have Free State beer on tap.
bar,
There
but
you
they
go.
do have Free State beer. Yeah. My bad, Seth.
No, it's all
Yeah.
good. I'll be
Free
withholding my
State-
$50.
Free State and Buskerfest are our sponsor.
There you go.
Red Line is the host. 944 Mass. So yeah, I played in this game. It was good. Good defense on both sides. A couple of weird errors. I kind of feel like it seemed like Sacred Sword has some new ladies on there, and some of the dudes on the team don't trust them yet. There was a bunt down the third base line that the third baseman picked up, and I only made it to third from second because the third baseman was afraid to throw it to the gal that was standing right next to third base. So I played peekaboo, and fuck that guy because in having to slide in, I bruised my tailbone. So next time, just throw and get me out.
Let them play.
Yeah.
The only way they're going to learn is by fucking up. Just
It's
let them
week one.
play.
Yeah, give them the
That's
chances
all
to win
you
the
can do
playoffs.
is just let them
they're
play.
ready to make the play, and they're
Not
confident
just that,
to make it.
I will say that when the girls were active on defense, they killed it. Caught everything, made the right plays to the right bases. Just don't be afraid, especially early in the season. But they did great. Adam and Josh are great. For teams like this, you would expect a lot more arguments. There really were none. Chris yelled at the refs a little bit, but never got out of hand. He was already in midseason form.
Average age discrepancy probably 45 on Red Lion to 22 on Sacred Sword, and that only brings it up because of Adam and Josh.
Yeah, I called it a even half.
Okay,
roughly half our age on average. Yeah, but I got to respect the Adam and Josh. That's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're good. They're fast. I think especially with the wind in, the speed made the difference. I actually think if they had kept bunting, the margin would have been bigger.
Why did they stop bunting? It wasn't a blowout.
I don't know.
Okay. Coaching error.
We'd have to ask Adam or Josh about that. But maybe that's something that they correct in games going forward against teams that aren't over the hill.
we play them in 2 weeks, so yeah, we'll see it.
There you go. All right, next up, we had the Redlegs whitewash Free State 25-11. Seth, this game was competitive for most of the game.
Yeah. I think that this game should have been called after 7.5 due to lightning when our third baseman's hair started standing straight up on his head, and it was like, oh, shit. It was 14-11 going into the bottom of the 8th inning, and they put up an 11 spot due to a comedy of errors from the Free State Growlers. We lost a lot of people either to attrition in the offseason or injury throughout the game, and honestly, it might have just been we're all not used to playing 9 innings anymore. We've been running like 17 deep for 10 years now, so it's like, wait, I have to go play again? But no, Redlegs played really well. I think they've got a couple new people. Their defense wasn't as tight as it has been in years past, but obviously the offense got it going. There was just a ton of traffic on the bases. I haven't seen the score sheet, but I think they had the bases loaded probably in 5 or 6 different innings. So
yeah, your D held up pretty good when there were a lot of people on.
The game took forever.
We also had some weird. There were like a bunch of weird calls early in the game.
Yeah.
Interference at first, called twice in the first couple innings.
Out of 8 at bats. Yeah.
7 innings, 8 ABs.
Yeah.
This was. I just have like quick side note. This was the battle of some of the best jerseys in the league. I just love the baseball jerseys for kickball.
We're going a different route this year. They got delivered on Monday, so we have new jerseys to break out this week.
Are they all unitards?
We're taking a page out of Lady Bird's book from a couple years ago. We're going basketball jerseys this year.
That's good too.
We've done baseball 2 years in a row, so we're changing it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, all things considered, Red Legs, fun game to play. Obviously, James and Jordan do a great job. They've got a guy that smoked the ball 95 miles an hour over my head on a low line drive, so he can kick the shit out of it. But yeah, Red Legs, top 10 team like they have been for a long time. We'll see if they can break into the next tier this year. But they picked up a lot of people. It seemed like they probably had 15, 16. So that can be a good thing, or that can clutter it up as the season goes on. We'll see.
Is it just me, or has Troy turned over a new leaf? he was excessively nice, especially to all the refs.
It was jarring.
Yeah. And I quick mention. There were a couple like injuries or near injuries in this game, and everybody understood the gravity and was super nice about it. I thought it was great sportsmanship on both sides. And
good job by you, Ben. First base reffing in that game was not fun. There was a lot of interference calls or close interference calls or white bag, orange bag toss-ups that you guys handled well.
Well, like I said before we started, I'm a little bit of a masochist, so that's right up my alley, baby.
First base reffing a Free State game, yeah,
just like
makes sense.
Like Cubby, I like it up the poop chute.
Okay. Lady Bird will see you. And
really?
Because we got new jerseys.
Is that mic off again?
Oh, damn it!
Stop trying the mic off, Seth.
Mike. Anyway, Lady Bird will see you and your jerseys because we got new ones coming this week as well. So.
Baseball jerseys this time?
No, we got basketball again. Yep.
Next up, we had the Ringers break the Bald Beaver Dam 26-11.
Holy shit!
We got Ringers in the house.
Before we do that, Brooks, come on up, Brooks. Yep. I'll take the shot right now.
Yeah, I'm just really proud of everyone. Everyone who stuck through the team last year, all of our new additions, everyone who's come in and adopted the culture and given it their all. We've been grinding for months to do this, and really excited to have this push and be able to put it all on the field. We're really excited to be able to push for the booth this year and hopefully challenge some of the teams in the back half of our schedule. So, yeah, just really excited.
As someone who gets to play you on the back half of your schedule, preseason, I really thought we were just going to shit stomp the hell out of you guys. Dude. After seeing that score, I will retract every fucking syllable I just said.
Well, that was... Good. I do want to give it up to Bald Beavers, too. They were played undermanned, still at times challenged us with kicks. We've still got a lot to learn. There's still a lot to put together. But I think that everyone in that dugout is willing to sacrifice for each other, put it down on the line, and, I think we're in a really good place to keep growing, keep succeeding. So excited for what we got.
I said this earlier, Brooks. I'm so happy for you. Second year as captain, finally going to win. This is all you. Your leadership for this very young franchise. All you, Brooks. All you. Thank you. Well done.
Fantastic start.
As Empire was told last year when we got our win over you, it was our week. This week is your guys' week. So shout out to fucking Ringers. You guys did it. You guys did great.
So as a one-time...
practice all last year. There's so many teams in this league that I have so much to be thankful toward. Everybody, I feel all the love. Thank you again.
Right on.
Hey, and it all starts with great captainship. So congratulations to you. Officially, friendship with Empire ended. Friendship with headquarters is now begun. I said it week one. I fully expect, looking at your record or your schedule, I see 3 games as possible as a starting point from going from the very bottom to there in 1 year. It just shows not only what kind of roster you guys have put together, but where you're going to be at the end of the year. So I'm really excited to watch you guys play this year, and congratulations on the win.
I have your game circled on our schedule, 100%. 100%.
Game circled this year. We're excited to put it down.
Get ready for the bloodbath.
Thank you, Brooks.
Great job, Ringers. All right, next up we have the Tokers Puff Puff Give Woost. All they can handle 9-5.
Tokers what? They won?
Yeah, apparently.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, I zoned that out.
Yeah, they won? Wow.
That's what I caught from Sean. Mike Z, again, what the fuck? Yeah, Sean gave me that from the score sheets.
Wow.
So, just starting from the score sheets, looks like Tokers not only won 9-5, they put up all their runs by the 7th. It does not say that. Oh, they were home, so they held them off in the bottom of the last two innings.
Yeah, Sean, I reffed this game.
Yeah, did you? I was going to say, I was trying to read through. There's minimal notes.
Woos cooked well all game. Strong base running all game. Midnight Tokers are just a really young team. Got a lot of athleticism on their team. I think his name is Jalen. So fast, man. He had a triple, and I think the 4th or 5th that just was just Jaden. Yeah, unreal. 3 for 3.
3 for
yeah.
3.
Yeah, man, he uncorked it. Chasky in the outfield played great. Had some amazing diving catches throughout the game. I think his name's Lasker. Man, he's a big guy, but he's fast. So Midnight Tokers are a well put together team, well coached as well, and they're young and hungry. So look out.
They also have Midnight Tokers. They have Jax Wagner from the Tropics on their team, which is a really big pickup. So glad that Midnight Tokers has someone experienced and good like Jackson.
I think a lot of them played together on Friday City League. And they've been playing together for quite a while. So.
Yeah, all I got from that is Midnight Tokers not stoned enough. Speaking of which, Sean, that smells great.
Apparently that's how they play. Their Friday night team is called Puff Puff Kick. So
yeah, there you go.
They have a theme going.
Okay. Yeah, hopefully there's no cops listening. Next up, we had Sure Factory mows down the Sod Squad. Some unknown double-digit score to 3.
I think I saw it was 15-3. I got summaries from both teams. Let me go start with Ross from a Sod Squad. Quote, our lack of a bunt block or bunt stop got exploited. We had some drop balls early on. They've got young legs that ran all over us. We had trouble getting balls down. We weren't much of a bunting team. However, our offense it started to click late in the game, but it was just too little too late. So that was from Ross from Saw Squad. Then Brett, former Tropics, he's now on Sure Factory. He said this, quote, broke the game open in the in the second or third inning with about 8 runs and a triple by Ian. Scored 1 to 2 runs most innings after fueled by great bunts as well as well-placed kicks. Lockdown defense the majority of the game, and Deontay, formerly of Jazz House, had multiple great catches in center. By the way, I had no idea Deontay from Jazz House now at Sure Factory. That's a huge pickup.
Yeah.
Huge. So that was from the former Tropics player, Brett. So
the Jazz House are not steadfastly, but like already the early 2000s Royals. They're just like a farm to the league now. So congratulations once again already, 2024 Recruiter of the Year. Great job, Rick.
Yeah, 2 of the players are now on Tropic. So for the
well,
Jazz
I guess
House,
we'll see. I mean, when Hosmer and Moustakis left the Royals, I didn't really ever hear from them again. So whatever. You know who stayed? Salvi. Yeah. Right.
And Salvi's still 5 years younger than them. So.
Salvi's better now than he was when he was 25.
We played the Sod Squad in the...
All right, next up we have the hate fuck of the week.
Oh, no.
The Shawnee Mnemonics roll the Rockets 25-2.
Also known as Cypor CBK.
Actually, this would have made a great bet that we didn't think of during the Degenerates podcast. Who has the most hate fucks of the week during the season?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I know I said they were going to average 20 runs in victory margin this season. It's holding up so far. Bryson?
What the fuck is a Cyport?
That's what I want to know.
It's the Tropics backwards. That's what it is. Did you not realize that?
No.
My team name is KBC Tropics backwards.
But why?
Because why not? Like, why not?
Because they're going to have the exact
KBC
opposite
Tropics,
record as us.
Yeah, no, dude. honestly, it's gonna be weird to say, given we hate fucked them, but the Rockets are better than they used to be. And like, I remember like when I used to play them when I was on Good Neighbors, and then even last year on Post House we played them. Like, they're definitely better. And like the score sheet, which I don't think anyone has, like kind of shows it. Like they slowed us down for a while at the beginning. We only scored like 2 runs in the first.
It's the same old though. They definitely tried to throw people out that were already touching the base.
Well, and they also, it's like, you know, it's one of those things, like, respect to them. They don't care, but it's like they play 18 people. If they played their best 10 people, they'd probably win way more games. But it was really fun. We played a lot of it. Everybody got their own kicking spot. All 4 girls got to play, like, the last 3 innings on the field. Put all the girls in the outfield 1 inning. Haley had a fucking insane catch in the outfield when she was out there. Katie Marcus played really well, too. I mean, like, people are going to say I'm not talking shit. We are going to destroy the 8 teams we play. We are going to lose to the Redlegs, and I don't know who they're going to give us in the marquee. I hope it's like a KBC, a Rick Rollers, like a Young Spine. Like, I hope that's who they give us, but who knows? Marquee week. Marquee. But it's one of those things, like, I know Ghosts are fucking all hyped to play us. Like, respectfully, me and Marcus are significantly better than anybody that's on those bottom teams.
That's what I'm hearing. Ghosts versus the Boasts.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to play the Ghosts. We're missing people, which I think is going to make it fun. Like, I honestly think it's going to be fun, but Tripp is fucking insane. I can't believe he was on Jazz House for so long.
Yeah. I said 9-1. I kind of feel like. What are your thoughts?
What?
I said 9-1.
Oh, I mean, assuming our marquee is beatable, yeah. We're going 8-1 for sure. Okay. And I will say, if the Redlegs that stayed in the game with Free State show that when we play them, we might not get run ruled. But I actually think like Redlegs will run rule us.
I will say if Redlegs doesn't play better defense than they.
But we're just having fun. That's the thing I want people to know is, like, I said last year, all year, I was going to play with Sean next season, and all I learned is that everyone said Sean was the problem. Respectfully, Sean wasn't the problem. So
yeah, all I needed to know when you guys were ranked 29th, and then I saw that Sean on the video that Marcus recorded, Sean is kicking 6th. I'm like, this is going to be a problem for 8 of the teams you're playing. All right, next up we had Rick Rollers did in fact run around and desert the LFK Rays 11-7.
Hey Jeff, 20 plus? 20? You said that. You said run
20.
rule, and then you doubled down on 20 plus. Let's go back to the. It's on.
Check the tape.
It's on the podcast.
I don't remember saying
last
run
week?
rule. I must have been having too many beers, but
I will say
remember saying
that they were up like 10-0.
Yeah, we got up 10 early, so we kind of laid off the bunts a little bit for the most part for the rest of the game. They had one really good inning. We had one really bad inning on defense, and then we kind of just laid off the bunt for the rest of the game, trying to work on our kicks. And then we were just able to close them out late. So Rick Rollers did great. I thought if we get our bunts back and some more grounders, I think we will put some more points up. So, but yeah, we had that game handled.
Nice.
I would say that I got some good pickups there for Rick Rollers. They have Michaela, who used to be with the Tropics, now on Rick Rollers, and Malloy, who used to be on Post House, now on Rick Rollers. So good pickups, yeah. So
I ref this game. I think I'd have to look back. Cougar, this was a pick'em, I know, last week. What do you have on the, just real quick on that?
Someone got this right. Someone got, guess one got away by Rick Rollers by 4. So they'll get the extra point.
I know this was quite a large spread. But I will say, I think I was a bit underwhelmed with what I had expected out of the Rollers. I knew that the Rays were going to be a little bit more of a question mark with having some team turnover, some leadership, different, like, not changes, but new folks taking the reins and stepping up and leading a team. 20 was out of the question. I thought it was going to be close to a run rule. I think I picked 9. But what I noticed more, I think it was like an obscene spread. I think I picked them by like 9, right?
Yeah. Also, I had some some new people.
Yeah,
I wanted to try
9.
out. I got some new people, brand new to kickball. I want to try out. So I figured that was a good game to throw them out there and give them some experience.
But I will say, not only did the Rays play well, they kicked well, they fielded well. You could tell that clearly the Rollers were moving around. 10-0 at one point. It was immediately within 2 innings. I say immediately, but it felt like all at once, like 10-7. I think Rollers put up one more run, and I mean they had some great kicks. There was a ground rule triple that was a no-doubter, but once they needed to put it away, Rollers went back to their starting lineup or their starting positions and shut them down. So shout out and kudos to the Rays for a good showing against who should be a really good team this year in their rankings.
Rollers have some guy that's been practicing in the outfield here recently, and that guy's going to be a fucking stud when he figures out how to play this game. That guy is
he
going
the
to
one
be
playing right field?
Oh my God, he's come to a couple practices. That guy is going to be an absolute fucking star.
I
when
saw
he
the
figures
video.
out
He
how to
was
play this
chasing
game.
shit down in foul
Holy
territory.
Shit.
Good, great.
Yeah,
great,
he's
great,
scary.
Great. Yep.
I did want to flag. I forgot to say Marcus first grand slam of the season. For the record, nobody's talking about that. But
with a no-doubter.
No doubter. It was gone.
Where does he find the time? He's running like 4 cameras and he just kicks a grand slam
I don't know if
in
you
his
watched it.
downtime.
Marcus played 1 inning.
Yeah. Chat GPT that shit.
Marcus played 1 inning.
He kicked a slam.
1 inning on defense and sat there.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say too. I can say this. I've already said it to them. I didn't beg very many people to join our team, but I begged Sam and Emberly to leave their team and to come play, and they decided not to. And all I have to say is I think they probably have some doubts in their mind. I have some heavy doubts because I think they would make us very good.
No, Bryson. I credit to Sam and Emberly just sticking by for LFK Rays because they're the ones in the leadership of that franchise.
Also known as Heart and Soul.
What's that?
Also known as Heart and Soul.
Heart and Soul. Okay, yeah. So they could abandon ship like a sinking Titanic, but you know what? They're sticking by with the leadership for Sam Emberly. Credit to them. They'll be fine. LFK Rays is a new team name. They'll be fine.
Also better for the league. They're still good. Yeah. Play semifinalists. Yeah.
Late semifinalist with pickups for, I guess, quote unquote, veteran players from KVKL games. So.
Oh, yeah.
I like Sam and Emberly right where they are.
Yeah, exactly. Amen.
In other words, fuck you guys. This is my favorite. Jerks off suckers, 8-6.
Oh, Jesus.
I love that headline.
That's a big win for the Soda Jerks to start.
It is. I was surprised by this. I thought it was great. I'm really looking, after I saw that result, I was looking at Jerk's schedule coming up. I'm like, what happened here? Because they were very
What do they have?
mercurial last season.
Are they the 23rd Street team this year that's going to go 7-3 and we're all
Maybe.
gonna fool
Yeah, if
ourselves
they play
into-
like this the whole season, they will, yeah.
Okay.
But I also kind of felt like the next couple weeks are going to tell us whether this was a Corksuckers problem or a Jerks improving.
Well, this is rankings chaos right off the bat because Corksuckers is top 20 and Jerks is what? 27, 20, I don't know. Yeah.
This was one of the most disparate ranking games of the week, I think.
Yeah. By the way, I had the summary from Derek Davis there.
We don't want to hear what he had to say.
What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Fine. Derek Davis, anyways, he said, quote, "It was a fun, tight game. To start, they were F to begin with as Aaron found out that a 4-leaf clover to start the game. Aaron Adams. That she did. It's just, look it on Facebook. It's true. We battled back and forth until we went up 8-6. We had no defensive errors. We had a couple big defensive stops. I had double play with bases loaded, which leads to 0 runs that inning. Everyone on the corkscrews were awesome people and had a blast battling out with them.
Who are corkscrews?
He wrote corkscrews.
Oh, okay.
He wrote that, not me.
They were so awesome you couldn't even get their name right. That was nice.
Sorry, Derek.
We love you, Derek.
So, but there you go. Yeah.
All right. Next up, the Johnnies deep fried the D-holes, 16-1.
And yeah, I got the summary from Alex, our fellow Cougar After Dark podcast.
Did D-holes get the I wish I scored more award of the week? Because nobody got shot out, and I think they were the only ones to get 1 run.
Is that right? Yeah, that's true. No, that's true. Yeah. So
1 run on 6 kicks.
Ouch. So here's what Alex said, quote, "Johnny's played great and got off on the early lead due to great bunting and kicking. Our defense was out of place due to trying to find our groove without Mike Hathaway, who retired, by the way. We started Sam on the mound for the first time ever. It wasn't a great outing. Great outing for him because it was such a hard team to try that out on. against Johnny's. We're missing Bickle and Megan, causing our offense to go out of sync. Johnny's defense was also in the right place most of the time, despite situations like me trying to murder Carrie with the ball or Cedric getting hit by a kick while in stride. We'd like to welcome Corey and Haley for the D-Holes family. We hope they have a fun season all season long, and they're going to be great. There you go. From Alex, our fellow Cougar After Dark podcast member.
I'm taking the plus money on D-Holes against Post House this week. What do you think the spread is in that game? 7.5?
Yeah, I would agree with
definitely
that.
taking the points.
Yeah.
All right. I might drop a little bit on the money line. And yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So to just kind of...
I want to say one thing real quick, too. Just like, obviously, I didn't even see this game, but I actually think D-Holes, like, Johnny's a nightmare for them, the way the D-Holes play. It's like just a nightmare matchup for the D-Holes. Like, at the end of the day, like, Johnny's is going to give them nowhere to kick, and that's just that's a nightmare for the D-Holes. So that's all I'm saying.
And looking at the game, like I said, six total kicks, reported 2 errors. So if we look at 4 quote-unquote legitimate on bases, and Sam went 3 for 4. So,
Is Carey pitching for Johnny's?
yeah, Carey's pitching.
I'm saying that's a Carey game then. It's all Carey.
Well, Austin Myers, formerly of the Growlers, he went and joined Johnny's this offseason, and I was asking Michael how they were going to use him. He was like, "Oh man,
Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Austin, I love you, but fuck you.
yeah. So,
he's the utility player.
I was asking exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, so he's what, a top 7 third baseman in the league, and he's just your utility guy. Like, whew, that's some depth. So Johnny's was great last year. I think they got better. Yeah,
It's deeper than a D hole.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Okay,
Oh, dear.
yeah.
Oh, dear.
All right. Next up, we have the score that never happened. It's Youngling against Jazz House to be played on Thursday. Yeah.
What time is it again? 7 p.m.?
7 p.m.
Lines.
You know what? Before you got here, we were talking about how what if we tried to get them play on a Tuesday? Did the podcast at 7, game at 8?
Oh, God.
Yeah, live from Hobbs or something like that.
Live from Hobbs, my word.
You guys should definitely have a pregame for this.
Jesus.
Yeah. Or nominate somebody to do it.
That's entirely possible. Cougar has a camera, so I can just stream.
I have a what?
Yeah.
I've got a phone. I know you definitely own a people camera, too.
He owns a people camera. Yeah. Cougar's people cameras don't qualify as KV. It's not Marcus level.
I do not own a people
grainy.
camera. No.
Yes, you do. You operate a hotel, Cougar, and you work night on it.
the best
You're
part.
not just folding towels. You're bending elbows.
The best part of this is Sean isn't talking into the mic, so it'll just be like 10 seconds of silence, and then Cougar just screaming, "I don't own a people camera" on the podcast.
This can be used in
Future court cases.
All right. I'm going to cede the tag team mic to Sean here for the second half, but thank you guys for letting me talk.
Thank you, Benjamin.
Always a pleasure. Thank you for joining us, Ben.
Who wants a drink?
Not me. I don't want to drink.
I'm good still.
Once again, a big thank you to Seth and our sponsors, Free State Brewing Company, 636 Mass Street. You can visit them online at freestatebrewing.com. They are the original Kansas craft brewery since 1989.
So I just want to say I loved doing the Busker Fest beer tending thing.
Yes, it is the greatest thing ever.
If you didn't get up for the sign up, just come down, hang out, and have a drink. It's fucking fantastic. You get to see everybody you know, watch some Busker Fest stuff. It's a fantastic time.
And you get to drink a lot.
If you work and you get to drink a lot,
beer.
Yeah.
you get a taste of that bartender life. Busker Festival is free to attend Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday night, Saturday all day, Sunday during the morning, and then go out and play kickball on Sunday night. And thankfully, we're not doing it on Monday this year, so everybody finally gets to rest. So it's a condensed deal this year. But yeah, come down. We'll have Blood Orange Radler on tap. We might have a few special beers on tap on the street. So it's at 8th and New Hampshire this year. They're leaving Mass Street open, so 8th and New Hampshire is the main stage. So yeah, come check it out.
How many years have done this, Busker Fest?
I think this is 16, I want to say, which is insane for a street festival in Lawrence, Kansas to be going on for that long. But yeah, I know some people have mixed feelings about it, but it's one of those things that make this town unique. So yeah, come out and support it.
And remember, when you come out and you buy beer, tip well, because those tips go to our charity for this year.
Yes, definitely. Like that's what the best part to me for Busker Fest. Not only seeing the league so heavily involved and doing something that I've done for many years and is absolutely awesome. But seeing what you guys give back to the local community is just unbelievable.
I think for the past 2 or 3 years, it's been $2,500 or more each season. So, again, losing Monday this year, it might be a little bit less. So come out and tip heavy, and let's try to at least match our numbers on a little bit less time.
Yeah, one less day, so go out, hit heavy, hit hard. Like any donation, any tip, anything that you give is going to go right back into the charity for the KBKL this year. So get down there and check out that tent every day.
The team that volunteers the most hours, Free State provides beer for you guys 1 week throughout the season. So I haven't looked at the sign up sheet and done the math, but in the past it's been like Soda Jerks or it's been Posh Wash.
Yeah.
Well, the growlers don't count. We're exempt. Yeah.
He's like they provide every week.
Yeah.
There's a few Empire people on there. Make sure you watch out on that one.
We'll tally the hours up and we'll make it happen for somebody. But yeah, it's always a fun event. So we appreciate KVKL giving us that opportunity, and we'll keep it going as long as we can.
Buskerfest fucking rules. That's all I moved here 8 years ago, and it's easily one of the coolest fucking events that goes on in this town. Like, Lawrence is fucking great, and that's definitely one of the big fucking events that makes this town so awesome.
Indeed. Cougar, you want to start us off the slate for before we get started for the week 2 jump-ins? Where are we sitting on the
standings?
pick'ems?
Yeah, let's go into it. Let's see. Ben is 2-1. The one is undefeated and has a hot streak of anything. It's Sean 3-0. Yeah, I'm 1-2. I'm the only one that's under 500. Shocking. Guest one is 2-1, but they have one extra bonus point for being correct. That Rick Rollers win by 4, and guest 2 is also 2-1. So
very nice.
Once again, I'm behind. Shocking.
Always the way to start. Just a massive infield pop up.
That's
who are we gonna get on the slate this week, starting at YSC 1, Coop?
YSC 1 at 5 o'clock. It'll be Love Garden at KBC Tropics. Oh gosh. Please don't get shut out, guys. Please, just we won't. They won't. But it's gonna be a learning experience for these new players. Baptism by fire, fine, but they'll learn. And a couple players will be missing.
What's the scouting report on that? Who's out this week, Coog?
So our assistant captain Matt at third base, he's out. He's going to Minneapolis to go see his cousins.
Oh, very nice.
And our new guy Luke, who plays shortstop, he's out because of the holiday. So this might get dicey. And no, I am not playing.
Why not? You signed a waiver, right? I think.
No, I didn't.
You didn't sign a waiver.
No, I did not.
I think
you should sign a waiver.
Cougar is still technically a free agent.
Really good. You're funny, Nick.
Yeah, I guess Cougar technically is a free agent.
How many tropics did you lose, and how many tropics did you gain?
7 out, 5
how many
starters.
Did you gain?
5 new
7
starters.
out. We gained. Hold on, let me think. 1, 2.
Mr.
4.
Pendry said it was 5 starters this week.
Yeah, 7 out, 5 in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So a lot more than I thought.
So two new ladies, 2 from Jazz House, and 1 new guy. Yeah. No, 2 new guys. So 6.
I'm terrible.
That's how many players we lost during our season last year.
Yeah,
7.
last year.
So misery loves company. Great.
Yours is before the season.
Well, that's
ours
true,
was
true.
they
During
just
the
went down one by one throughout the season.
Right. Exactly. So no excuse. It's just growing pains. And if you're going to learn, definitely learn against Love Garden, because Love Garden's really freaking good.
Yeah. Undoubtedly. I think this will, I would say, I think I said this week was kind of a make or break to see where you guys were going to start off.
Absolutely.
And I think this week now, after this start, based on the base coaching errors alone, this is going to be a soul deciding. Like, this is what path are we going to take? Are you going to be sent to the dugout, or are you going to still be allowed on third base?
I don't know.
We'll find out after this week.
Take a little pressure off you, maybe to first base coach.
Yeah, I mean, set
just
a lineup.
Take a week off or 2. Yeah, see the game from a different angle.
You don't have to give signs at that point.
Maybe you should just get out there and go show them how it's done, Cougar.
Cougar,
show them
sign a
exactly
waiver.
how you're coaching them, and then
Sign a
maybe we'll
waiver.
see what we need to on camera.
I heard you're missing your whole left side of the infield. It could be a third base debut for you on Sunday.
I haven't played third base since the Bush administration, the H.W. Bush administration, the first one. Yeah.
The last
that
time
long.
you played third base was on Ken Griffey Jr.'s winning run. Stop
Exactly.
it, Cougar.
Precisely,
You've
exactly.
never played third base. In your
I have played
dreams.
third base. That's true. I have.
Little
But
League does
KJHK.
not count.
I played on KJHK third base. I did.
Oh, yeah.
Ask Joel Kelly. Ask Joel Kelly, who's now in Minneapolis. He used to play in the league. Ask him.
The
I did.
quality of play in this league used to be a lot worse.
Hey, Cougar, I guess if it's any indication of a franchise that Cougar started at third base for, what's KJ? Who is that?
It's KJHK.
Oh, okay. That's
and
right.
they're gone. They're gone.
That's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Who's up next, Coug?
So who's up next? Next is at YC1, 7 o'clock. Soda Jerks at Ringers. So there's a test. Wow. So
Ringers. I hope you fucking do
go,
it.
Go Ringers, indeed. Big presence here. I think, especially after this week, seeing not only looking at the score sheets and seeing the way that they played and kicked, I think this is going to be a much closer game than I had originally put it on the books for.
I would agree.
Even with the Jerks looking really as damn good as they did this week, like no defensive errors, they kicked great, they shut down when they needed to. I think this is going to be a really good test to see that 3 wins is attainable for headquarters.
There is not a single person in this league that I'm going to just say, not for headquarters because I can't speak for you guys, but I don't think there's a single person in this league that would have said they were going to drop 26 runs in their first fucking game this year. Like, I would have laughed in your face up and down if you'd have told me that shit was going to happen.
Ringers are here.
Indeed.
I mean, I think to put some respect on Soda Jerks, too, I would say whoever wins this game is the surprise start of the season because whoever wins is going to be 2-0, and most likely people wouldn't have bet on that. So, there's a lot on the line in that sense.
We played Jerks last year after our hot streak of 3-0, and they beat the shit out of us. So
yeah, I think that was the misnomer of your season
they,
score wise.
it was so we had
12 or 13.
We beat
run.
Ringers. We beat you guys, and then we beat someone else. I can't remember. Maybe Rockets. I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look at the schedule.
I think it was.
We came in and played Soda Jerks, and they just fucking kicked our teeth in.
Yeah.
Like, there was just absolutely nothing we could do about that game. Like, they were just flat out
They
better
did
than
the
us.
same to us last year. I
Y'all
felt like
ball
we
beavers.
matched up well on it with
Beavers
them
too,
on paper.
Game of the week,
And it felt like what should have been close game that they played last year, they just mollywomped who they faced.
Well, I will say the Soda Jerks, I'm surprised being 2-0 because they did finish, 6-4 last year in the regular season.
Like I said, I think more of not really a surprise because the continuity of that team, the cohesivity that they bring on the field, whether it's kicking or defense, when they need to, they just kick it on. But 6-4 or not, like I don't think I expected to see them come out and hit the ground running like the way they did last week. So it's going to be exciting watching them play. Like I hope I need to talk to Marcus and make sure that he gets some more of their games filmed because seeing the replays on that would.
By
be
the way,
nice.
it's a rematch from last year. Do you want to know what the final score between Soda Jerks and Headquarters Ringers was? Soda Jerks 36, Headquarters Ringers 5. Might be a slightly closer game. Slightly,
definitely,
maybe
out for revenge.
Maybe.
Headquarters this week. So
Maybe.
Headquarters versus That's going to be a game to watch.
Yeah. So, next game is YC2 at 5 o'clock. It is Lawrence Shirt Factory against Global Cafe.
Uh-oh.
Now, here's the thing about Shirt Factory. Like, they picked up 3 good players. And I know we talk about Shirt Factory.
Here's the thing with Shirt Factory.
Aaron Brett Chenal from the Tropics and also Deontay from Jazz House. So this is a different Shirt Factory team. But last year is a rematch. And how bad did Global Cafe beat the Shirt Factory? 20-10. But it should be a closer game.
I also played Shirt Factory last year as well, and they also kicked our fucking teeth in. I don't know who it was. They had some guy who came up in a Juan Soto jersey, and he wore that shit with fucking pride because every time he kicked that ball, he sent that shit fucking deep. So they got the Chen Hall brothers from your team. I'd be very excited to see what they're going to
Chen Halls and Deontay from Jazz House. 3 really good pickups there by Shirt Factory. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Absolutely.
I'm very happy we don't play them.
Cougar, you couldn't put together a good enough NIL for the Chenals? I don't understand.
I don't have that much money. I'm not made of.
He doesn't have that Nick Lerner money anymore.
Oh,
he lost that sponsorship and all hell broke loose.
Yeah. That's pretty good. That was funny. So, but it should be good. But Global Cafe, I mean, if they kick the crap out of the ball like they did against Honey Badgers, I mean, they're really good at Global Cafe. So we'll see how that goes.
This should be a Marcus game, right? I assume this is one of the games Marcus is going to film because everybody wants to watch this one.
I would have to assume
so. Yeah.
Why, Ben? Why are you doing this to me?
You're not working.
Yeah, you're not working.
Fuck,
Cougar.
you're right. I'm not. You're right. I'm not working overnights at hotels anymore. For now. Cheers. Here we go.
Is that how like if you just put a shot in front of him, does he just take it? Is that how this works?
Unfortunately, yes.
All right, I'm in. I like this game.
Rumble mitts.
We got to be fair here because Cougar put what the fuck was that? It was like snail larva or something like that in front of us, and we ate it.
It was pupa.
Pupa, yeah. So now you have to take every shot we give you. I tasted
I also gave you all
pupa
durian.
for 3
You actually
days.
like that durian fruit. You actually like the durian
Hey,
fruit.
that
I did like the durian.
the durian was baller as
Durian's
hell.
disgusting.
Smells
It smells awful.
I will agree. It does smell
Smelled
not great,
awful.
but it is also
But
very good.
Durian-
Durian is good.
Cubby, anyhow.
Cubby. Oh, yeah, I know. Cubby. Okay, next game. YC2 is 7 o'clock. Johnny's at Red Lakes.
Oh, another great matchup.
Red Lakes is not going to have an 11-run inning, and they're not going to score 25
Yeah.
runs. That's my bold prediction of the week against Johnny's. In fact, they probably won't score 11 runs total.
Yeah,
You should put your kids' like graduation money on that. Or
No.
college graduation.
put the big play chain on it.
Yeah, we'll put the big play chain on it. I will say we finished up at like 9 o'clock because our game took forever on this past Sunday, and putting that big play chain on somebody at the end of the game, it felt like we were just asking them to get struck by lightning.
Yeah.
So apologies to Ian for that one. His hair was standing straight up as we gave it to him. But yeah, Johnny's, man, until proven otherwise, they're a machine. So
That had nothing to do with the lightning. That his hair was just horny. That's
So see how that goes. YC3 at 5 o'clock. Woost at Free State.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh for Woost, right?
oh no, I assume that was for us.
I don't know.
Like I said, we had a few people leave in the offseason. We had a few people get hurt already in week 1, so we're scraping the bottom of the barrel. Well, I'm sending out some texts to some old growlers to come back and play this week for Memorial Day weekend. So we'll see how many people we've got out there. But always fun when we play the Woos. We've played them a million times over the years, so it should be a good game. I mean, I'm going to pick Free State to win, of course, but if we don't, that's all right too.
You got till week 3 to find them new players. Clock is ticking.
I mean, oh no, you got it all year. You know,
No, you have all
got
year.
Three
The
games.
The
No.
rule didn't pass. Rule didn't pass.
Yeah, by week 8. I mean, you got to play
we have
8,
game
9,
of the
10.
week 3, so yeah, we got to get it sorted out by then. But
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
I'll shut up then.
If you lose many more players and get more loud about it, I might have to start calling you Seth Shipley.
I'll be writing strongly worded emails behind your back. Don't worry.
Who's up next on the docket, Coop? Come on, where's that text? Come on,
Youngling
inbox.
versus Free State. Battle of the bitching.
We ruined their dream season in the playoffs
Yeah.
last year. We
That was-
smoked them. So
What, 15-3 or something like that? 15-7? Yeah, Jesus.
Good for a good upset.
Jesus. YC3 at 7 o'clock. Post House at D-Holes. What was it, over under like 7.5, the spread?
Yeah.
Price says
I think
7.5.
7.5 is
I'm not-
very fair. Yeah.
I'm not betting man. I'm taking the over. I'm not betting man, though. Yeah, that's all. That's all I got. Anyone?
He's betting 5 shots, by the way, tonight in advance.
Fuck that.
Betting the over what?
He's taking.
You think Post House is going to win by more than 7.5?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll take the under, and for every run difference, one of us has to take a shot. So if D-Holes loses by 1, you got to take 6 shots.
No deal. No deal.
D-Holes is going to have to play sound fucking defense to keep
I will
them
take
under.
that bet. I think Post House is going to beat them by 10 plus.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We're going to
shake the
take
hands.
shots at Busker. It doesn't run through Sunday, does it? Yeah, no Monday. All right, next week.
So next week, yeah.
Witness. There you go. There you go. So, there you go.
Yeah, witness.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know why I said that.
this is
It's
recorded.
4 shots there. You fuckers are 4 shots. I hate you all. What is it, Bryson? Yes.
Can I propose a more fun bet for everybody involved?
Oh, no.
the loser has to try and do the 999 challenge at Game of the Week.
Oh, yeah.
9 beers, 9 hot dogs, 9 innings. Well, you got to do like a beer and hot dog per inning. And trust me, you might think, no, it's not. It's not good.
You're going to fucking puke whoever loses.
My wife will leave me in 9 minutes if I try to pull a stunt like that.
I had 2 hot dogs over the weekend, and I still haven't shit. So
See, it's not the hot dogs. Weren't kosher.
They were. What are you? Who are you talking to?
I mean, were they Kayam? They better have been Kayam.
They weren't Elma hot dogs.
Hebrew National.
See, it's not the hot dogs I'm concerned about. It's the 9 fucking beers and 9 innings. Like, I don't drink that much, so if someone had told me to, like, hey, you have to, that would kick my fucking ass.
That's doable. Yeah. They don't have to be 9 Yakamaniacs. You can do 9 Free State Loggers. We'll keep it under
But,
control.
like, even then, like, the hot dogs is going to be the easiest part of that entire thing.
Disagree.
Easily.
Whoa.
I will smash 9 hot dogs in 9 innings.
I ate 12 hot dogs in 9 innings before.
13
It's not
and a
easy.
half.
I did 15 years ago.
I'll do 9 hot dogs at the next game of the week.
I did. Buck Knight, 15 years ago at the K, did 12 hot dogs in 9 innings.
It's definitely the.
I was never this big around. I've never been this big around.
Sean and I have a standing challenge where we're going to do the Indiana Jones take shots against each other at some point this season. Yeah. So no, the booze is not the problem. It's the hot dogs.
I disagree.
I feel a fundraising opportunity coming here of a hot dog eating contest for weekend.
Speaking of which,
is it already in the works?
There is already one in the works with Kenny. With Kenny, the captain of the Honey Badgers.
He weighs like 10 pounds.
Have you seen Joey Chestnut? Have you seen Kobayashi? Yeah.
The best one to do the hot dog eating contest.
So Kenny is gonna. We're working on what week, what time, whether it's at a podcast. We're gonna be having a hot dog eating contest, and it's going to be all the funds we're gonna raise from that are gonna go straight to the charity too.
I want to see you in the drinking contest and the hot dog eating contest back to back.
I went in on that hot dog contest 100%.
So
hot dogs fucking rule.
We'll get a sign up list here. Like it's going to be a thing. So I expect Stacy to be in it too.
Yeah, no, and then there'll be a projectile vomiting contest right afterwards.
That's half of the challenge.
The fact that this league has gone 22 years without one is incredible. We need to get that rolling.
All right, Cougar, what's the next game we got on, Doc?
How do I follow that up? YC4 at 5 o'clock. LFK Rays, in case you know, it's Old Triple X, at Empire.
Arvell, what do you have any insight on this
call
game?
a shutout? Call a shutout, Arvell. Do it. Do it.
What I'm saying is Empire 14, LFK 12. And I want to shout out Brent for being one of the most underrated catchers in the league. Legit. He brings the energy every game, and I appreciate him. And again, I want to shout out Anna and Rosa for just keeping our team at a even kill, no matter what the score is. Anna and Rosa keep the team going, but Brent is unappreciated. So shout out to Brent. Go Empire.
Hey, Arvell, what's your favorite movie?
What's your favorite movie, Arvell?
Of all time, I got to go with Forrest Gump.
Oh, we're going to do that.
Oh, jeez.
I keep running. No matter what.
Next game,
Next game, YC4 at 7 o'clock. The 1-0 Midnight Tokers at Asteroid Head.
I'm going to take the Tokers here.
It looks.
We had 2 teams with their first win this week.
I know. The Ringers had a first franchise win, and the Midnight Tokers.
Yeah.
How about that?
On the debut.
Yeah.
Did it a lot faster than Empire, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, you know. At least Empire, first time they were 1-0. Hey, first time Empire were 1-0 that started the season. There you go.
Hey, Cougar.
That was me. They know that I love Empire, but I mean, straight. Empire lost for 5 years straight.
Yeah.
I was on year 4 of that 5, so the fact
Water
that
under
they got
the bridge.
Yeah, the fact that they got those wins that quickly, that's very fucking impressive.
Yeah.
Like,
Fuck those guys.
Yeah. Yeah, when I play them, fuck those guys for sure.
Yeah, you guys earned it. Fuck those guys.
I'm not going to say we earned it. There are I will personally say I don't think I earned it, but like
I will.
Thomas, Anna, Rosa, like there are people that were on that team for 5 fucking years that literally ate 50 losses in a row.
Oh, we do. I'm sorry.
That's fun.
All right,
people that just ate 50 losses in a row
sorry.
before they finally got to feel what a
And still had
KVKO
fun.
win was like. Yeah,
Never
they still had fun.
complained. Yep.
So it was like like I said last year, it was really cool to get a win for those guys that had never had that before. So I am not going to consider myself as someone who earned that win. More of like,
well, you're on the team now.
The tenured Empire people, I'm going to tell them that was an earned win for them.
Cougar, who's the last team to win their very first game?
The last team to win their very first game?
Probably.
Jesus.
We added like Johnny's.
Oh, no, Johnny's didn't.
No.
Johnny's did not.
Do they have
no,
to be
Johnny's did
active
not. No.
or inactive?
Doesn't matter.
Oh,
I would probably say.
Maybe back in 2010 with Los Luchadores. I can't. No, I don't think they have.
Tropics didn't win their first game.
That doesn't count. There's a rebrand. Not a totally new.
Brutang. I would guess
I don't think Brutang did. No,
They didn't win
No,
their
they
debut?
didn't. No, they didn't. I think last Los Luchadores in 2010.
Wow.
No, Tropics doesn't count because they're a rebrand. They're not a total new team. They don't count.
Yeah.
They do
They're
not
the
count.
naughty Cougars.
So it's been 2010. The naughty. Yeah, okay. So 2010, first time. Yeah, naughty Meredith.
No such thing.
No such thing. They're all naughty. Yeah. So.
Everybody gets mad when you hear about. You bring in a GM and a coach.
Helps out when you're playing kickball.
I wouldn't know. know.
Can confirm.
It does
Would
indeed.
Would not know. So, by the way, I screwed up.
Back
as far
on
as the
track,
pick'ems.
Cougar.
The pick'ems. I forgot. LFK Rays and Empire is a pick'em. I
It is
fucked
a
up.
pick'em, yes.
I'm sorry. Who wants to go first?
Did we do the results from last week?
Yeah, we did. Okay,
I missed it.
Ben, you're 2-1. Sean's 3-0. He's the leading. So Stacy, who you picking? LFK Rays or Empire?
Sorry, Empire. I know you guys had a really good week this week, and I think you guys will hang in there with them, but I think the Rays will take it, but not by a lot.
Okay, Seth. There's an Empire. There's
It's going to be a great game.
LFK Rays, which is formerly Triple X. We've had a lot of great games with them, but the last time I was sitting on the Red Lion patio after a game, they absolutely bombarded me with a bunch of bullshit. So I'm going to pick Empire just because of that.
Shout out, Seth.
He said, "Never forget."
Oh my God.
Would you
If
forget?
we're in this
I
week, it's
didn't
for Seth.
forget. I was sitting here waiting.
My eyes were like sauce. Like holy shit.
I also kind of feel like Triple X censored themselves now. So what? They're dropping down to PG-13. It just feels like a loss to me.
If that. Jesus.
Hey,
by the way,
same team, more family friendly.
Yeah.
Way less erotic team photos.
Oh, Jesus.
Unfortunate because Emberly was all over the incest porn, and now they've dropped out of porn completely.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a thing. Allegedly.
Oh my gosh.
So
I'm going with Rays. I'm going with Rays.
Okay.
I'm going
that,
Rays.
That was
I'm
a
going
quote
Rays.
from Emberly.
Sean,
Fuck
what
you,
you going?
Cougar. You win.
Yeah.
Cougar, you also went Scoonies last week, technically, so fuck you.
So,
Sorry, Cubby, fuck you.
Fine.
I'm just going to kick right back into motivator mode. I know our friendship was ended because our friendship with
Remember that quote?
headquarters
That quote
started.
last week ended your friendship. That quote from Grant.
But just use me as a motivator, as usual. Go out, prove me wrong. I think that I don't know. It's going to be a really close game. I think this is going to be one of the most fun games of the week.
I completely agree.
And one of the most fun to watch. Ref playing all around. I think it's going to be a great game.
I will have this taken care of. Actually, I should have had Scoonies and Empire recorded, but someone accidentally turned off my recording while we were in the dugout. They thought it was music playing, so I really only had like the first inning of our game recorded.
Okay, so you got to put it behind home.
Yeah. So, I'm just going to make sure I hide my phone a little better this time because I set it up on there thinking I was fancy, and so I'm like, all right, whatever. We got it all figured out, so they know what's going on.
All right.
So I should have had that game recorded. I apologize for not having that up there, Scoonies, so my bad. Yep, you can boo me. That's fine. I'll take it. Yep, you can boo me. I refuse to bet against my team in a pick'em game. Empire's winning. Empire's winning. We are going to win that game. Now, that being said, when we got the schedule, my first thought was, who the fuck did I piss off to get honey badgers? I don't know why that ended up on our schedule, but I was like, all right, well, I'll close my mouth a little bit more this year. Because that was my first thought. My second thought was, we have two incredibly winnable games on our schedule that everyone or just about everyone is going to write us off for, and I think this is one of them. I don't think that we're going to lose drastically, like everyone said. I think this is going to be a very, very, very close game.
Oh, no.
But I am
1 or 2 max.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's going to be a great game.
I think this spread is literally, you can count it on one hand. Like, there's no fucking way it's going to be a run rule. It's not going to be drastic by any means. This and Jazz House were the 2 games that I had circled on our schedule.
Just be aggressive on the base pass.
Yes.
Yep.
Cougar and Sean, what's your record when you go against Empire, for the record?
They've never won.
Like, seriously, what's the record? Between last year...
Oh, picking?
Yeah, when you go against Empire, what's your record?
Do you want to know what's more impressive?
I don't have the
that every week I pick against you, I say I'm motivating you, and then you prove me wrong.
With me.
Batting 1,000's way better.
I swear. You guys fouled down through 10 seconds up.
Oh, okay.
Those who are listening online, Sean just found out that Boston Celtics lost because fuck Boston.
Indiana Pacers, game 1. So.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I said Celtics in 5 anyways.
Yeah.
They're still going to win the series. It's not a big deal.
I didn't check. Did Tyrese Halliburton hit the first 3 for the Pacers? That's all that matters to me.
Watching the Celtics, they're going to lose one of the first 2 home games. That just happens.
Yeah.
Also, Empire is getting 5 wins this season, so fuck off. Those of you who said under.
That was under 4.5.
Yeah. So fuck off. We're getting it happen. It's going to happen.
Right,
we're going to beat Ringers. Sorry, Ringers. I know you're here. We're going to beat Ringers. We beat Scoonies. We're going to beat Beavers. We're going to beat. I got to go down the list and look at my schedule again. We're going to beat Rockets. We are going to beat.
Did you say they played
Late fees? We're going to beat late fees. That's a game we need to get back. We're not going to beat Cyport because we are not the kid that got mad at Madden and then turned it on to rookie mode.
Exactly.
I'll say
you guys got like 599 players overall. Congratulations, guys.
Yeah, no. For what it's worth, I'll just say the Pirate Pod put respect to you guys' name. Just a reminder of that we never would have set the line at 4.5.
That is a fact. That's 100% a fact.
That was a bad line, and you guys should have nuked the over. That's all I'm saying.
Hey,
This is not the Pirate Pod pricing. This is the butt Pirate Pod. All right.
Setting it on easy mode. All I'm gonna say.
Rookie, not easy.
All I'm gonna say is that Clark Hunt had to hire a coach and a GM to be successful, didn't he? Yeah. He got you more than one of those, didn't he?
He also got.
That's
Patrick
what I'm
Mahomes.
looking for. I've got one in the bank. Let's get some more.
All right, let's move on.
I feel like from a social standing, picking Patrick Mahomes and Harrison Butker kind of balances itself out.
Oh, dear.
Empire by 2.
Oh, dear. YC5, 5 o'clock. Star Squad at Recess Rejects. In case you know Recess Rejects, the old button grind.
Yeah.
Go Sod Squad.
Sod Squad, yeah.
They played with us in the charity tournament, so I will never root against them. Go Sod Squad.
Yeah, okay. There you go. YC5 at 7 o'clock. Rockets at Yingling. I don't drink, okay? Shut up. Leave me alone. Yingling.
That old half rain out, giving them the Chiefs treatment there. 2 games in 4 days turnaround.
Jesus.
Whew.
Yingling. Jesus.
I mean, that's rough in this extremely hot Kansas summer heat. 2 games in 4 days.
That's rough.
One's a lot. That tests the strengths of a body limits.
I was going to say week 1 and week 2 too, when you're not really in kickball shape. Like those
just
quads
straight
are gonna
in,
be
like, hey guys,
by game 2.
You're going to be cramped on Wednesday.
Oh, jeez. YC6 at 5 o'clock. Corksuckers at Ball Beavers.
How many players are the Beavers going to bring? Because that depends on how many they'll lose.
Oh,
by.
is this the old?
I mean, that's no disrespect.
Did they not have?
Is it the old Matadores?
What I fucking tell you?
I don't know why he's going crazy. He literally just came out here and told us that Boston. Yeah, he's just like Boston's over. I don't even know
Boston's
why.
over.
Yeah,
Boston
now he's out here
back
going
to
crazy,
dead.
yelling Jaylen Brown.
All I heard out of that was don't trust Bryson.
There were 4 seconds left, baby.
So my question was: did Ball Beavers just like not have people this last week?
I was looking over there.
They're undermanned. That's what I heard from Brooks. They're undermanned.
Okay.
They played with 8, 3
we played
ladies.
a game of the week last
they
year.
Played
like
5
they're
and 3
not
this week. Rough.
Okay.
And then Memorial Day weekend. I guess. Thank goodness
So is
we
this
didn't
going to
have
be
to
Los
pick on how
Matadores
many-
bet like every week? Remember, Los Matadores are going to come with enough players or not? Remember that bet every week?
It's going to be a close shave.
I think that's all that needs to be said.
Yeah,
Really?
I mean,
Really?
maybe an unfair judgment, but joking or not, depending on the amount of players, I think they bring is how many they lose by.
I feel bad because a lot of my former teammates, ball beaters. Sorry, guys.
The good Cougars.
The good Cougars.
Not even
yeah.
to be associated with you.
They're my former teammates. With the
Former
homies.
for a reason. They had great ideas.
Sure, of course. YC6 at 7 o'clock. There's Jeff right there. YC6 at 7 o'clock. R-Bar at Sacred Sword. It's a rematch of the grass game week from last year.
Run rule.
Run rule? Last year was not run rule. It was not. It was, I'll tell you in a minute. The final score was... Give me a second. 9-6. 9-6.
I was going to say, I'm going to bet against that run rule. I don't think that's going to happen. I think, didn't R-Bar get like 2 people back this year that they did not have last year, I believe? Yeah. So that's that's a huge thing to have someone step away from the season. Empire just had that happen. Shout out Willow if you're listening.
Yes.
Willow is not playing with us this year, and that fucking sucks. Like, that is a huge, huge hit for us. Willow is taking a break off from the season. Yep. So to have someone like step away from the team that makes an impact, and just to know that they're like not even playing. It's not even like they were mad at you or they're stepping away. Just to see that like, hey, we need a season off. I think maybe had a kid or something like that. I don't know the dynamics of the team. That's big because you don't have to teach that person necessarily how to play the game. They just have to get used in the first couple weeks of, this is what it looks like. This is the speed of the game.
R-Bar better have their infield defense on point because, those Sacred Sword kids are faster than shit. So
from Empire to Willow, we miss you, we love you, and I hope you're doing well, Willow.
Can those kids even rent a car, Sacred Sword? Oh, no, I don't know.
No.
They cannot rent a car, can they? No.
95% of the Sacred Sword cannot run a car.
They cannot rent a car.
But they can run faster than one on Mass Street.
You could tell they wanted to kick away, and they could not because the wind was in 20 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Just wait till they can.
I feel like this might be trouble.
Yeah. All right.
This is recipe for disaster.
Yeah, we'll see. Why? Yeah. Wait, yeah. You think it is? All right. YC7 at 5 o'clock, Jazz House at Young Spine.
Oh, no.
I don't know who's on Jazz House this year, but Young Spine is fairly stacked, so could be a problem for those Jazz House.
I think it'd be
10+ run rule.
I mean, I think it'll be a run rule, but I want to see Thursday night's game before I say it'll be a shutout, because I think out of the first 4 weeks on the eye test, even on a mismatch.
One thing with Young Spine though, Young Spine, a lot of new players. You can't just call a shutout. You have to be cohesive on defense. Yeah,
but
yeah.
I want to see what Jazz House is going to be bringing to the table week 2 of the season, not just week 1. And now, even on Thursday, that's why I said I want to see what the score and how Jazz House plays on Thursday before I'll say shutout. But this would be the only candidate I've seen in the first 4 weeks.
I am eager to see how Jazz House plays, only because we play them later on this season.
We're going to get Force Gump.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. All right. YC7 at 7 o'clock. This is a pick'em game. Harpies at JDE.
It's going to be a interesting matchup, I think.
And this is a rematch of the game of the week in week 3. Was Harpies won 7-5 after being down 3-0 in the first 2 innings there.
Yes.
Yep. And your outfielder got separated shoulder.
Yeah. Yes.
Who was
he did. Will.
Will was Will.
Yep.
Was that in the first or second?
Yeah, it was very early in the game.
Like
Yeah.
a kick from
top
Josh.
of the second.
Josh, yeah.
I think.
Game
Yeah.
of the week.
Yeah.
All I heard out of that was JD likes to hurt people.
Yeah. Definitely. But we bounced right back and kicked their ass.
So this is a pick 'em,
kicked their
correct,
ass.
Cougar? This is a pick 'em. Why don't we start with the old SS over here?
Shoot, man, this is tough. I know Harpies trimmed their roster down a little bit, which was probably needed. And again, I don't know who's on JDE this year, just basing things on previous. But
It feels like that Ghost score against the Harpies surprised me.
what was the score of Ghosts?
It was 11-7.
Yeah, but Ghosts are pretty solid too, right?
11-7. That's high.
And JDE hung with somebody good.
Against the post house.
Yeah, all right. I got to pick JDE based on week 1 results alone. JDE.
That's okay, sir.
Sorry, Safe.
It's all right.
Yeah. JD can sleep on people, though. That's when they get themselves into trouble.
Yeah.
I trust Stacy's prediction here.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, of course I'm picking the Harpies. I'll never bet against the Harpies.
Yeah. Brant, what are you going with?
This is really, really tough because I know Harpy's got new players this year. I believe testing out one of your sons' girlfriend at practice one week. She was crazy fast. I do remember that. She was very, very quick. What was that Harpy's JDE score?
Last year, 7-5.
7-5?
Game of the week.
7-5. That's a tough one.
This is one of these degenerates gambles. The team that lost last year is going to win this year. Yeah.
Well, it's combined. Yeah, right. Yeah.
I'm going to go with Harpies on this one.
Okay.
I'm going to give Harpies this
I saw Bryson look up here, too. You have an opinion on this. I could tell.
Here.
I think that, all things being equal, I think JDE wins this game. But I'll say this. I think Grant has a chance to put on a master class of understanding, and he has the knowledge, to know how to play kickball. JDE, in theory, has knowledge. They don't play like they do at all. They never have. They lost to Johnny's last year because they literally just act like they don't know how to play kickball sometimes. And I think if Grant goes in with a strategy that works and implements that strategy and sticks to it, I think they can beat them. But I don't know if Grant can stick to that. That's out of my control. So
I'm gonna go last. Go ahead, Sean.
Oh, okay.
I think it's cute that you think it's Grant's strategy instead of Stacy's.
Yeah. I would have to say, after kind of watching this last week and seeing the matchup, at least on paper, strategy or not, I think this is one of those weird games that JDE wins to spite themselves, or in spite of themselves.
In spite of themselves, yeah.
It's just not misfortune, I think would be the word. Extremely bad luck, maybe, perhaps.
Yeah.
But it just seems like a mismatch on paper after seeing the first week defensively and offensively.
Yeah.
But seems like one of the best matchups at the same time. But what JDE are you going to get? I think you kind of know what Harpies you're going to get week in and week out, especially when it's the same starting lineup, not plagued with injuries, missing players. You know what you're going to get out of the Harpies or what to expect.
Yeah.
Play up, play down.
I'm going to go John Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stacey, how long have we know each other?
Oh, I know who you're picking. It's okay.
It's okay?
It's okay. I know.
It's okay. I know. I did pick you Harpies once.
You did.
Once.
You did.
Yep.
And then
It won't be twice, JDE. JDE.
That's fine.
Yep. So, okay. YC8 at 5 o'clock. This is another pick'em game. This spread pick'em game goes at Cyport CBK. Sean will go last. So who wants to go first? Who wins and by how many runs?
What the fuck is the Cyport?
I don't know what Cyport is.
Cougar. Sorry.
Yes.
Cubby. It's Johnny Mnemonics.
Shawnee Mnemonics.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I almost had to name
The Fighting Sean
Oh
Meredith.
my! Thank you for not naming that.
I feel like
Thank you
Shawnee
for-
Mnemonics is good because you can also just call it the Shawnees.
If you do the Fighting Sean Meredith, I would appreciate
I would
just a Notre Dame fighting logo with just his head on the fucking. That's all I want.
Exactly.
That's all I want. Yeah, that's all I want. If you're gonna do the Fighting Sean Meredith, I just want his head.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Who are they?
Yeah. Just the fighting fist with his fucking head right there. That's all I want.
Goes. Oh yeah, this is a good one.
This is a good game.
Yeah, I already picked this. I said Shawnee's by 2.
2, correct.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. I took the Shawnee Mnemonics by 2 John Wick pencils.
Let's go next.
John's last. I don't know. It sounds like Cyport CBK, again, I don't know who's on the team, but it sounds like they've got more talent than maybe somebody at rank 32 normally does. So, yeah.
Rank 29.
29? Okay, yeah.
29.
And I know the
Don't
Ghost won
short sell
Princess
us.
Diana last year, so that's an impressive showing, but I'm going to go
Yes,
with Cyport.
defending plate or Diana plate champions.
I mean, is your team going to go 10-0? Are you guys going to be 10-0 going into Oh, you got Red Legs.
No.
So you'll be 9-1. You should be 9-1 going into the playoffs.
Okay.
Well,
Going into marquee matchup. Yeah.
Bryson, let me ask the question. Okay. So it's the ghost versus the gloats.
runs. Hold on.
how much would you have won by last week if you tried to score every time you could?
A lot.
I mean,
a lot.
but I think this.
No, that's not a number.
40, I would say. 40. But I'll say like. I'll say they did a good job the first couple innings. Like I think when they scored like 5 runs.
We had 5 through the third.
Yeah, so they did a good job at the
very
beginning.
good, and they kicked well. Like,
yeah.
let's not short sell it. Watch, it's 18 minutes, and it's free fucking reel to watch on what's coming.
Yeah.
But our outfield, our ladies, like every single one of our ladies played fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I don't want to short sell the Rockets at all. They kicked very well. They're a much improved team from last year, and I wish them well. But
also, let the record show that's the worst the Rockets have been beat in the past 2 years. Just saying.
Katie Marcus is a stud. She
Yes.
she fucking absolutely robbed literally the best kick that any Empire player had last season. Fucking
all I'm going to say is
send a
if
fucking
you,
nuke.
if you
She
guys don't win
robbed
by
it.
10 plus, I'm going to make fun of you next week.
I'll say I don't know if we will. We're missing Katie Marcus this week, which is actually like massive for the way we play. But I'll tell you this: on Monday, win or lose, I tell you, you will see an absolute master. I promise you, Corbin and Junior on defense will touch the ball 0 times off someone's foot. I promise you, we will
0
not bunt to
times.
third base. We will not kick to center field. Wherever those two are, they will not touch the ball. I will find out where their weak spot is. I know where their weak spot is. I watched their game last week. And they will get the ball kicked to them every single play. And if they win the game, they win the game. But I'm just saying that's what will happen.
Can I bet money that Corbin doesn't touch the ball as a third baseman?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say number of Bryson pop-ups to center field over under 0.5.
$50 to the charity. $50 to the charity says Corbin touches the ball at least off of someone's foot.
Sean's over
no
here
one else
covering
touches the
his
ball
mouth.
before him. So if
Doesn't
someone
win the same
fucking
thing.
volleyball sets that
Shake
shit.
hands. Make
All right, all right.
Can we get
Shake
I'll make
hands.
all right right here.
Let's
I'll shake
get some
that.
mad
$50
love,
bucks.
Katie Marcus.
$50 says
Long time.
Corbin.
$50.
Corbin, don't you
Great
fucking
player.
let me down, you motherfucker.
Yeah, I really want to hear what Sean has to
Corbin
say because he's sitting over
Junior.
here
Okay.
covering his mouth with his hand because he has something to say and he knows
hold on.
he should.
Here's what I'm gonna say. If it is impossible to not kick to the third baseman at some fucking point in the game. Like, it's impossible to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way,
we will find out. We will find out. We will find out on Sunday.
Although we did not get
What time is that
Seth
game?
Sanchez the spread. Sideport by how many?
I'm going to go.
YSC 8.
I'm going to go.
I play at the same time as this fucking game, so I'm going to need someone to definitely keep tabs on this shit for me.
Well, Marcus is going to record it. Yeah, Marcus is going to record it.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Sideport by 12, but in the first time through the kicking order, both the third baseman and the center fielder for Ghosts will touch the ball.
Just 10 plus.
Also, so everyone picked whatever this port game team is.
So far, yes.
Shawnee
Okay.
Mnemonics.
So
Who wins by how many runs?
I'm going to pick Ghost since
By
everybody
how
was
many?
picking
By how many?
this port team.
14. Okay. By how many runs?
Well, because I just don't agree with the phonics on how to say this word.
Sideport.
I don't believe it's Psy. So
Like science. It's like science.
it's
like science. Sideport.
There's no e that makes the I say I. It's
Sideport.
Skaport.
It's like science.
I'm just
No,
looking forward
it's Skaport.
to.
It's Sideport, like
No,
science.
There's an e in science. There's no e
Ents,
here.
ents,
Anyway,
ents.
Ghost.
Whatever, okay.
By 3.
By
I'm just
3.
looking
Okay.
forward to
You know,
what kind of excuses
Okay.
Kitty comes
So
up with.
I
for
will
losing
go
this game.
next. I will go next.
First saw that I'm like Skaport.
So Sideport. I'll go Sideport by 8. Sideport by 8. And last but not least, Mr. Meredith.
Go Ghosts.
Here we go. Go on, Sean.
I have nothing but absolute love
Oh, God.
for the Ghosts. From the sponsorships.
Say the S word. Go ahead.
No, absolutely not. No, I'm
up.
not an idiot.
Let's
kidding,
give
I'm
some
kidding.
love for Colton. We love Colton.
We love you, Colton.
I love the Ghosts. Have played with the Ghosts in fall ball and charity tournaments and a lot of different areas, venues, places. I talked to Katie tonight. The Ghosts are the same team. They have one addition, one loss that.
Subtraction.
Massive subtraction.
Yeah, so like Katie, I love you, but losing Chance is a big deal. he played catcher, and he's fucking fantastic. And
Colton, I will say,
on the rollers.
Colton is a very, very good catcher. Colton is very good at catching.
Great, yeah. But Chance would jump out from catcher to left field when he felt that like the left fielder was not in a good position. That's a huge loss. Somebody that can play catcher and left field and be great at both.
Yeah.
That's not the same team.
Is everyone aware of why Chance is on that team anymore?
No.
I don't know why.
We don't care.
We don't need to talk about that.
It's funny.
We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. Sean.
The thing is like ghosts have bodies. They have a ton of people on that fucking team, and that's something that people forget about. And I get, hey, I will agree. It's not a good thing, but at the same time, when you are losing someone of that caliber, it makes it less damageable. So it makes somewhat like Chance is
losing is not a good teammate, and Chance is a great.
He is. He's the funniest fuck guy. Robbed me out of my best kick last year. I still fucking flip him off about it. I'm just like, fuck you. We'll hate you forever.
I love Katie. I feel like
yes,
kind of missing the boat here.
And here's my take on why I took the ghosts. Sean, yes, I am taking the ghosts. Sean, 2.
Ghost by 2.
By
Thank
2.
You.
I'm going by 2 strictly because it's not going to be a blowout. And the reason I'm picking the ghosts is because, and you guys can use my shit as poster board material, as I've done a million times with people in this league. Until you prove the caliber that you guys are at, I am not going to believe it until I see it. And so I played Ghost 3 times in the last 2 years, sorry. I played them 3 times in the last 2 years, and they are just fucking good. Corbin's a stud. Junior's a stud.
Yep.
They're good. They know how to play kickball. They know what they're doing, and they have athletes. Yeah, if Junior shows up, if Junior shows up, then I'm going to take Sideport by a fucking, 5 runs.
And I will again say that you are praising 2 kids who will be complete. No, I'm being serious. I promise you, when Corbin comes up to kick, we will put 6 people in the outfield. We'll put 6. He will bunt, and they will all move one base. And I'm telling you, people will forget. I don't know if any of you watched. When I played Triple X, when I was on Good Neighbors, Morgan is the only player on that team that plays in the KVKL. Not a random people off the street. Someone Morgan met the night before at a bar was on our team that day. I played third base. I'm fat and out of shape. And we beat them because every single time a good player came up, we let them do that. I'll let Corbin ball all he wants. Their only chance of winning is Corbin kicking the ball over our outfield, and there will be nowhere for him to kick the ball. And again, we're playing at YC8, and me and Marcus will kick the ball over the fence twice. It's not fair to them.
So you're telling me we need to ban the shift? We need to have neutralized action. We wasted all this time on their free agency thing, and we should have been banning the shift the whole time.
I have no idea what the final score of this game is going to be, but the first couple of innings, I promise you will see the most we will put 5 or 6 people in the outfield when Corbin comes up to kick.
Corbin, just catch the fucking ball one time. That's all I need from you, and I'll be happy. That's all I really want from you. Just catch it one fucking time, and I'll be happy.
By the way, you know what?
Fat and out of shape podcast.
By the way, no one.
Are we going to add a pitching clock after we add the illegal shift? Is that going to be the next? Is that going to be the next motive? We get a fucking pitching clock going on.
We need to start calling strikes. We need to add a pitching clock, and we need to start calling out catchers for moving before the pitch.
We went the other way. We just extended the game times to 2 hours instead of an hour and a half.
I love it. I fucking love it.
Sean, Side Purple, how many runs?
1.
One.
Okay. You're going to Dana Shoot. You're going Dana Shoot by 1.
I'm not a motivator. Like I said, I love the Ghosts. I love it. For me, having been in the league now, this is my 11th season, being able to play against them, and knowing that 3 years ago, I poked the bear and said, you got to win a game for it to be a rivalry. And we have not won a game against the Ghosts since. So I give them all the credit in the world. They've got a lot of talent, a lot of people I love. So I'm not out here to motivate anybody. I believe in my team. I believe in what we're going to do this year and next week. And I just know it's going to be a fun game, and I'm looking forward to it. Lost by 1.
If you win, I won't be shocked. I will say that.
What's the goal for Sideport this year? Is it Princess Diana? Is it the Twain? The plate? Setting your sights low, man.
We are going to have a very unfortunate, tragic loss when we play Morgan at third base and Haley at pitcher and Corinne at catcher in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, but you're going to play a team that won't kick to third base or center field.
Yeah, like I said, we'll have a very tragic loss that nobody will have predicted to come.
That's funny. All right. YC8 at 7 o'clock. Late fees at Red Lion. Red Leon. Red Leon. Not the VHS tapes. Ben, you want to talk about your game? Late fees at Red Lion. YC8 7 o'clock.
Hi, late fees. Love you.
Okay, great. Hunts Park 7 o'clock. Scoonies at Rick Rollers. I'm sure Jeff has something to say about this. Not really? Okay, I got Rick Rollers too.
Scoonies, here's my tip for you, and this is
What's the tip?
This is wholeheartedly what I feel. Yep, just a tip of what I feel that beat you was. It was about inning 3, inning 4 when we played them. I noticed that they only had a couple people playing consistent positions, and I feel that if you want
too much of a revolving door,
too much revolving door.
Oh, okay.
And I think if you have people who can play multiple positions, that's great. That's
Sure.
fucking awesome. Like, I think we could put Arvell in the outfield and be perfectly fine. But that being said, as the catcher, I want him at fucking third base, and that's just kind of how I want it to go.
Just some more continuity, right?
So I think find the positions that's going to make your team the best that they can possibly be, and let them learn what they need to do and where they need to be when they're playing. Because if they have a bad first or second inning, they will adjust. Or if they were smart about it, they will adjust. You just got to my whole opinion on this league is you got to let people fuck up to learn. That's what you got to do. You got to let people fucking just make a fool out of themselves in front of everyone and just go, yep, I don't want that to happen again.
Or Jeff would say, you know what, keep experimenting. Keep the revolving door. Keep changing. It's fine. You know what Jeff's saying. Exactly. He's shrugging shoulders. So, yeah.
I've just been fortunate and got tossed at catcher, and I've just done a fucking stellar job every goddamn time, every time I play. So I'm just very happy I don't have any film because John from Scoonies actually bunted on me literally every time he came to bat. And he came up the last time, I was like, dude, I know you're button, and there's not a goddamn thing I can do about it. Just walk to first. Just go.
Just walk to first. 4 bases. To the fourth signal, intentional walk. Yeah. And the game of the week, Haas Park at 9:15 is Taco Zone at Honey Badgers. Oh boy. If you want to know the game last year, what happened to these two? Kansas Tree, or what now Taco Zone, they beat Honey Badgers 18-5. And what happened to Honey Badgers? 20-5. So,
Kenny, I believe in you, baby.
Here's a question: are they going to run ruled again? Are they going back to back?
Did you update your strength of schedule for this week, Cougar?
What do you mean? No, I didn't update it. Why?
I was just curious after week 1. I mean,
I'm not updating it.
You got so much to do.
It's too early to do that.
Well, I mean, you know.
I'm just gauging it as far as the schedule. That's all.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyways, it's a question. Are they going to get run ruled? Is Honey Badger going to run ruled by Taco Zone?
No.
Back to back years.
No.
Honey Badger's way too much
Absolutely not. No.
And Taco Zone doesn't typically do that to people. Like, that's not their game.
Unless it's Hannah pitcher.
Well,
you know.
What has Kenny done to Angela and Lou on that level?
No, not anywhere close to Hannah. That's true.
All I know is that Hobbs is Taco Zone's field, but they rent it out by the hour, so they're going to allow the Honey Badgers to show up.
I don't know. They almost got shut out, or did get shut out in the championship last year. What was the final score? I can't remember.
It was 6-0. 6-0.
Was it shut out? Yeah. I mean, that field was a joke. It was like a sand pit. I was down there reffing, and that wasn't a real kickball game, so I feel bad.
How Honey Badgers is done at Game of the Week at Hobbs and or
I know one team that's never lost.
I think they lost. They lost. They won a Twain there. Last year.
Yeah.
2 seasons ago. But Game of the Weeks, not so.
I don't
great.
think they've had a hot record there.
No, they haven't. I think they lost to Love Garden by like 2 rounds. It was like 16-14 final.
Well, look, I feel like Taco Zone is the favorite here, obviously.
But 100%.
No run rule.
I also kind of feel like Honey Badgers plays well on a big field with neutral wind, so elements might play in here. I feel like this could be close.
Honey Badgers know how to kick the shit out of the ball.
Yeah, and
like end of the day, they can kick the fucking shit out of that ball.
9:15 for the Honey Badgers. That's a dangerous time.
Yeah, they already took a big L here. It's like, I don't know.
No, it'll be a fun game. It'll be a fun game to watch at least.
Yeah. It doesn't get lightninged out.
I'm going 7-2 Taco Zone.
Only 7-2,
Only
really?
7-2, yeah. So Taco Zone, I don't think have they ever scored over 10? Like when they weren't playing some, like I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah,
like
they-
every
oh,
game
yeah,
I've
they-
watched of theirs, it's like 4-2, 6-0, 7-5.
one of those
Like it's
32
nothing.
to 4s.
Yeah, they were
Okay,
just-
It happens.
Well, it's
Yeah,
only my
yeah.
third year in the league, so like I genuinely don't know.
I think the
They-
question
yeah,
is,
like, they
could
don't-
could they score more than?
Hey, Brandon,
Yeah.
you make a good point. You know what? You know how many times they scored double digits last year? It's kind of funny.
I'm gonna say
4.
none.
Only 4 times.
Okay.
Only 4 times. It's weird.
They know that they don't need to. That's
They don't.
Yeah.
And I
They
think
can win
what
and not
three of
make it look
those four
sexy
were
by any
games
means at
that
all. Like,
should
they
have
just
been
know how
close
to play.
matchups.
Yeah. Here are the teams they beat double
Yeah.
digits in runs. D-Holes, Ghosts, Honey Badgers, and Red Lion.
Yeah,
That's
three.
the list last
Three
year.
of the four to me were
I feel they also just don't
The
want to put
opposite,
themselves
where
at risk
shouldn't
and
have
why
been
hurt
10
themselves and push themselves when they don't.
Yeah, post
Don't need to.
House Global Cafe don't
Yeah.
believe in
I
that.
can tell you from experience
Yeah.
that they tried not to beat Red Lion by
Side
10
Forks.
runs, and we couldn't help them out.
tried their best.
So yeah. That's the end of those games there. Any final words from anyone here? Anyone?
Yes. If you are reffing, please read the rules before you come out to ref. I get it. I'm not going to complain about refs because, I've been on the board for a long time and we need refs and we need those volunteers. But we really need you guys. If you are going to ref, read the rules. Get to know them, please.
The best
Watch
part-
some of the games. Listen to the calls that are being made so that you can make the right calls.
They're also attached to the score sheets that you are holding the entire game. If you have any questions
they're
about
on the
anything,
website.
they're on the website. What's awesome is there is still a ref test. You can take that ref test. You don't have to answer the questions if you don't want. You can read through it. You can answer it. It will give you the correct answers after you are finished. But definitely that is something between the scorekeeping and the reffing. I felt like in the game I refed and the game when we played, there were multiple times where there were discussions with all of the referees on the field, and in both games, either the call stood or both games the call stood and the call was overturned. And I think that that's great, whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent in the heat or in the moment. We don't have the benefit of replay on the field. We don't have the benefit of replay at all. So it's all off of what everyone saw in that moment, and everyone's doing the best they can, or at least they should be.
Yeah.
You have the tools. Please, please, please. What's even better is last year, Jimmy and Liz took a swath of their weekend and made some amazing instructional videos
Yes.
on placements, on calls.
The interference
on
at
the
first base
interference
one, that is
calls.
one that
I mean,
everyone should watch.
in not only the game we played, but in the game I refed, we had multiple interference at first base calls.
That happened with us too.
Being at first, I don't mind that, and I felt it was very easy to see and make those calls. But a lot of people who haven't refed first or have a different angle on that should give these videos and the ref test a hard pass through, a good glance over and reading, because just basic knowledge will take you super far, because very rarely does something extremely fucking odd happen, but it does. And knowing those intricacies of the rules, or the very basics of them, is going to put everyone in a much better position than going, well, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we got a good group up here. Actually, I felt like there was way more discussion about what happened in the Love Garden game than what happened in the Tropics game. And I actually feel like the Tropics game was one that should have been discussed more. I'm curious, like, I could be wrong here, but I don't think there's any world that Aaron can get a benefit interference call when he had never tagged up yet, because you're not this like
so
you don't. Oh yeah, no, you do not get the right to a base if you have not tagged up yet.
So here's the deal. Can you explain it for those that No.
Basically, what happened? A kicker went up to bunt. The bunt was caught. Aaron was on second base. He went to run. He ran into the he ran into the shortstop and kept running to third base. They went to second base, tagged the base, called him out. Oh, but they called him safe because of the interference, and they sent him back to second base. And my thing is, like, you are not
Yeah,
given
so-
the right to a base until you've tagged up.
In that instance, regardless, it's a delayed non-dead ball out, and it is an out because the interference cannot happen unless the tag up has occurred.
No, that's what
So once you get together, and in that situation, like I said, right, wrong, or indifferent, the call was made, it stood, it went on, whatever. But just knowing, like, those are one of the crazy things, the intricacies of knowing, oh, well, if this happens before this, or if this happens instead of this can't take place. Knowing where to start with the rules puts everyone in an advantage in
I
a
agree.
situation like that.
I will say, and I know people like shit on it when the NFL and NBA do it when they come out and say, oh, like this ruling was wrong. But I do think there could be a benefit. Maybe it's just you on your own personal account, John, just coming out and saying, hey, like, this is this controversial stuff we saw this week. This is how it should probably be handled. Because I think the benefit we have that we're not the NFL. Well, it's like the benefit we have that we're not the NFL and NBA, that, like, no one's getting paid. It's a charity kickball league at the end of the day. But, like, I mean, you saw Clay Webb, who was involved in the Noah one, where he's like, hey, I want guidance. Like, this is how we handled it, but we want guidance. I think it'd be a good idea for the board to come out and say. I agree.
And so, we've talked about this, I think, at links last year, both the goods, the benefits, and then the negative sides of being able to watch, and now being able to essentially watch 10 to 12 games a week. I think it's great because twofold. Looking at it from a board member standpoint, some people might go, holy shit, here's 2 different games. Week 1, there's 54 comments on one and 40 on the other. And everybody's talking about the rules. I think that's the best possible thing that could ever happen, because then it puts more eyes for the league, more eyes for those people, more eyes for those who are willing to speak up one way or another, that may feel strongly and may or may not have their opinions swayed. I look at it from a much different standpoint because, long in my past ago, I wrote the rules for NCAA baseball and worked with the Big 12 for multiple years. So I love being able to have some black and white, yet some gray area. And the twofold that I also like about it is that on, I think, both of those individual threads, if not a majority or, a minority, I think it was actually a majority of board members, including myself and other people, chimed in on their opinions. So getting that guidance that Clay asked for, being able to get some insight. The only thing that we couldn't help Clay with is picking a team that's not absolute dog shit like Newcastle. But that's neither to be said here nor there.
Hey, I'm a Man United fan. They stink. Yeah.
But
I guess
I love the discussion it breeds. I love the eyes it puts on it. I love that the weird things that happen are able to be talked about. Because if you said either of the things that we talked about rules-wise tonight and you tried to explain it, maybe 50% of people who have played the game would understand you right off the bat without having to be told. But being able to see it, you can instantly put forth your own response. You can see what you thought. You can talk amongst your other people. I'm sorry that we're not talking about hot free agents, Jeff, or about the Rollers claiming they're going to win by 20. We're talking about people knowing the rules and being able to know the intricacies and what it brings.
I agree
so
with Jeff.
just to wrap it
I
up,
turned this
it gives
podcast off
people
10 minutes ago.
It gives people an opportunity of things that they can talk about and,
I agree.
and commiserate about and or email and make their feelings known to the board.
Film don't lie. Like, that's just plain and simple. Film don't lie. I went and bought a GoPro literally because Marcus was recording games last year, and it helped me get better in my perspective as a player. So I know our team got fucking better when we were watching games, so I fucking appreciate it. I mean, it's one of the best things I think that's happened to this league since I've started, for sure, because I can now exactly go back and watch, like, what the fuck should I have done on this play that I didn't do that I should have done. And so I appreciate wholeheartedly what Marcus is doing, to the point that I told my team, now, until they shut it off for me in the middle of the first inning last week. That I was like, hey, I'm going to start recording our games if you guys are okay with this, because I would like to watch what we are doing and how we can fix it, because that's the only way you fix shit sometimes.
Undoubtedly, and being able to get people a platform for their teams to be seen by the league, to be their games shared, their accolades noticed.
Also, if you are a team captain and you want your game recorded and you don't play at the same time as me, I'll happily do so.
Yeah, my last thing is, for every team captain, every player that plays in this league, if your team is not in the top 5, if you want to get better at kickball, watch every single Johnny's stream that is on Marcus's YouTube. And I promise you, and watch what if you play pitcher, watch what Carrie does. She does the right thing 99.99% of the time. That Johnny's team plays kickball at the highest level, the way it's supposed to be played. And I watched our game against Johnny's last year like 17 times, and you can learn something from that every single time. So that's all I have to say.
Well, I think that about wraps it up for the Week 2 preview. Big thank you to all of our panelists. Big thank you to our sponsor this week, the Free State Brewing Company, here down at 636 Mass Street. You can visit them online at freestatebrewing.com. They are the original Kansas craft brewery since 1989.
Let's give Seth some props and congratulations on baby daddying.
Oh, yeah.
And still making it out to the first game of the week.
Well, I didn't make it to the first game of the week. Well, nobody did.
The first game this week.
Oh, first game this week, yeah.
Yeah.
On the podcast last week, they said I was going to be paying less attention or care less, and I was like, nope, this is all I got, dude.
That just makes you hyper-focused.
I'm more in, yeah.
It's like, this is now my excuse.
You got to teach the kid how it is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I do want to say thank you to Jeff and Bryson, to Brant, to Stacy, Jason, Seth. Thank you, guys.
It's good to see you back, man.
Yeah.
You guys are great.
The KVKL podcast endures no matter what. It's fun to be a part of.
All right, well, thank you all this week. Once again, Brant, Stacy, Seth, go to Busker Fest. Get out there this weekend. Donate. Tip a lot. All the money is going to be coming right back for a great cause. So we will see you next week for the Week 2 recap. We will have our posts and everything updated for the location next week, and with our sponsorships. Cougar, anything to take us out?
Before I go to the outro music, with Arvell with his shirt, and of course with Seth here and me, I got one thing to say to you, Sean.
Hit that play button.
Yeah, that's a tricky one.
And then
Burn it down like it's Vancouver.
he said, it's IE, science, so different.
Yeah.
Support.